I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body.
You Mighty Morphin Turtle Rangers.
Hey, is Shaun still gonna pop on at lunchtime?
I don't know. We'll see if Shaun pops in or not.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, guys, welcome back to the first episode of NYMIA of 2023. Because Jesus Christ, don't do that.
You literally popped on that.
You literally popped on that. Do not woo that loud. Either way, guys, we didn't get a chance to close out 2022 properly, so we're going to be doing that today on whatever number episode this is. I think it's 38. I don't even remember.
It's more than one and less than a million.
It's bigger than a bread box, smaller than a house.
That's it.
Episode 37. So we're on episode 37. Whoop-de-doo. But it is a new year. And because we've had plenty of people come in and share the mics with us, we have a packed house today. But we'll go through the regulars here. We do have Rikki.
What up, y'all?
And, of course, you can follow his work for Nerd Rage Radio on the Facebook page where he makes their promos. And, of course, Friday nights at 9 p.m. on the Realm of Collectors channel on the Realm Hatton Project podcast.
Nice.
And then down here, coming back after being gone for approximately 6 weeks, we have a Dormammu.
Hello, everyone.
You're going to have to reestablish your dominance now that you've been gone for so long.
Dude, he did it in English, too. My mind is fucking blown.
Yeah, he actually said hello in English. And not with a silly accent. I don't even know who this guy is anymore. All right, and then
changed so much.
And then, of course, we have our visiting Canadian, Mike.
Visiting Canadian?
Yes.
Wow.
Because in the last 3 months, Rusty's been on more than you. We got a new one.
Damn it! I'm gonna have to assert my dominance here again.
You've lost your dominance at this point, Mike.
I know.
So there's Mike with the Comic Relief Crusader. You can
guys.
If we'll actually talk about his links now since he's here. So you can.
So
go.
How come in my head when
your free yogurt punch card expired? You need a new one.
Yep, exactly.
When you said reestablishing his dominance, and I just pictured two Canadians reestablishing dominance as like two dandelions just like slapping against each other.
No, they're two bears wrestling a goat.
Exactly.
Nice.
We over a moose.
We prefer moose locking antlers. So
yeah. Well, I'm sure you guys love to lock antlers, and that is of course our other Canadian, the Rusty Mechanic,
Mike 2.0.
That's right, everybody. I'm the Rusty Mechanic,
otherwise known as Better Mike.
No,
nothing replaces the original. Come on now.
Shots fired, man.
Yeah, and of course you can follow him at all the Rusty Mechanic links down below if I remember to put them there. But he will definitely remind me.
I will definitely remind you,
and he will still definitely not do it.
And yeah, exactly. Well, all I'll do is I'll just make sure I copy the stuff from the previous one. And actually, coming to visit us for the second time, and potentially more sober than the last time, we have our favorite Irishman, Alan.
Hello.
Alan.
First off, I'm Irish. Don't fucking say he's your favorite. I'm not Mike. You don't get to replace me with another.
I said
Irishman.
He's our. Like you're included in the our. You aren't
technically you're American,
unless you have a more favorite Irishman, Rikki.
He's actually more authentic Irish.
Like,
wow.
Alan at least says. So either way, there's
They
Alan.
count. Yeah, we love Alan. Alan. Steve. I've been waiting for you to come back just so I can do that again, because every time we're like in the Zoom meetings and I see your name pop up, I do that without my microphone on. I'm like, Alan.
Yes.
I think people will just do the same.
Yeah. All right. And of course, I am Shoky, and you can follow me at all the Shoky related things down below. And of course, if you want to help support this channel, you can do so buying some NYMIA merch. The Christmas merch came out just in time for Christmas to go away, which I do actually. I do have my my NYMIA Christmas sweater, so to speak, out there. Of course, it came in legitimately the day after Christmas.
Nice.
So that was stupid.
Great thing about that, Christmas comes back around again real soon.
And by the way, we do have Facepalm Picard Christmas beanies, if you like beanies. So those are available in the merch store as well. Since Teespring finally got their head out of their ass and a hat on their head so you can put fucking promo images on. So you can do that.
Wait. We got to be careful now because YouTube has implemented a, watch your language kind of algorithm. So we have to watch your language.
Fuck them.
Go fuck yourself.
No, I'm serious, dudes.
I'm serious too. Go
100%
fuck
serious.
yourself. Fuck YouTube and
Because
fuck all
they
that.
will
America.
flag it within the.
What are they going to
well,
do?
You know what?
They're going to take away our monetization?
They can
Yeah, what are they gonna
potentially
take away
yes,
the
on
tweet
chat shows.
pennies?
We don't
Fucking
have
penises.
we don't
I
have
am-
monetization.
I will send you the info.
I don't care.
Fuck them chopped up foreskins. Ain't nobody fucking worried about
I don't
them.
care. I curse on all of my channels. It's
We'll just go to Rumble then.
no. Well, I
I
might.
mean,
actually-
are you missing? Are you getting a paycheck from this that I don't know about, Mike?
I'm not even getting a
Then-
paycheck from
I
this.
That's what I'm
wish.
saying. Then fuck that monetization shit.
Yeah, no. This channel will be a million years from being monetized, so it's fine.
I'm
But-
paying for my freedom with my monetization.
Exactly. So, guys, I will like to give a shout out to all of our other guests who have come in the past year. So, Joe KW, he's unfortunately at work, so he can't join us. I did reach out to him. Jerry, I sent him a message, but he hasn't responded, so I'm not sure where he's at. And then Matt H is out there somewhere doing Matt H things. We did talk to him in the Zoom call yesterday, so he was there.
Somewhere over
And-
the rainbow.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, and
doing stuff.
let me check our email just in case, because I did put it out there. Nope, we got no emails. All right, good. All right.
Yeah.
But if you do want to contact the show, you can do so at NowYouMadeItAwkwardMail@gmail.com and write in with questions, comments, and stuff like that. And of course, with the topic we're going to be doing today, which is basically our best and worst stuff of 2022, and then our things we're looking forward to in the new year. So, who wants to go first?
That'd be you. Lead by example.
I don't want to lead by example, but I will. Fuck.
Do it.
Fine.
Do it.
All right. So actually, we're going to start out with our worst list because that way we can work up through a positive. And starting out, and by the way, guys, if you have anything that's like a runner-up, by all means, because some things obviously are going to be
Ties
somewhat
count.
ties count with this, but not like a 7-way tie, if you can help it. All right. So I'm going to start out. Actually, you know what? The funny thing is, I couldn't come up with a worst show, so I might have to borrow one from one of you guys at some point.
Hey, let's
Come
not
on.
say it out loud. Let's guess at what Ricky's worst show.
Yeah, we all know what Ricky's is. It's going to be bleep. Ricky's worst show. It's definitely going to be bleeped.
Nah, you can't bleep this one.
I
No.
definitely can because everybody knows.
No,
what it
I'm
is.
listen, I'm going to stick up for Ricky on this one. This is a wide open show here. You asked for this. No bleeping.
I will bleep it all. Either way, because and I didn't really establish the rules, but basically, like you had to have at least watched like 3 episodes and like given up, not like one and done, because that's kind of shit.
Does like 1 3/4 count? What if it's a really long show?
I mean, like
I think I could probably guess Ricky's. But
yeah, no,
I'm waiting.
it's obvious what Ricky's is. Let's make
Oh, I
sure.
finished the one that's my definite number one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
nice.
like I would say probably, if I'm just gonna go there, like for me, probably gonna be is it Cake? Like, because there was a lot of shit that bugged me about that show. It was enjoyable, but there was a lot of stuff like personality wise and things like that that really annoyed me about that show.
Is that the thing on Netflix?
That is on Netflix, yes. But I mean, like, we've watched a lot of stuff, so it's like
I thought you liked that one because you got me
that's
turned
what,
on to
no,
that.
that's what I'm saying. It was enjoyable, but there's a lot of shit that turned me off, like personalities of the contestants, like the really bad humor of the host. But like the enjoyable part of it was literally the cakes that look like stuff. Like, but everything else about the people involved in the show, I did not like. So like,
Stay for the cake, leave for the people.
basically, yes. Leave for the people. Just take the cake and leave. Is what happens.
Yeah, exactly right.
I mean, I'll be honest. I thought the guy that won it was actually you. You just kept dyeing your stuff green.
You who? Me?
Yeah.
No, fuck that
You
guy.
who is chocolate water.
I actually, I really, really did not
Shoky
like
is
that
the
guy.
secret contestant.
Because I wear those crazy glasses and theme colored glasses and have piercings and tattoos. Yeah, that's me.
Shoky is the chick that runs Nailed It.
That's
That
right.
would be great. Yeah, yeah. I'd be so empowered. Either way, the
Oh God.
the
A Lizzo in the making, folks.
Oh,
A
God.
Lizzo in the making.
Stop screaming, Mike. All right. The worst movie for me was definitely Rob Zombie's The Munsters. It was trash. Like,
Wow.
there were fun parts, but I didn't laugh at something that should have been humorous. It relied entirely too much on nostalgia, but then it just felt like it just felt like one really long episode of the show, but
forced.
everything about it was forced.
Yeah.
I mean, and it just was not good, like at all. Like I finished it like out of grief, I guess. Like it's just like, look, I feel so bad for the original monsters. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this.
Because you're a sadist.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was also building while watching, so at least I didn't have to stare at that monstrosity, pun intended, the whole time.
So you couldn't preoccupy your fingers by shutting it off with the remote. You had to keep on doing what you were doing.
Yes, I was keeping my hands busy that way. Yes,
He wanted them to get that
Ricky's
streaming money.
yeah,
that's right. Ricky was right, i.e., sadist.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, and what I was actually doing was just
You
shave.
call that the yes, sir, may I have another?
I was just continually cutting my fingernails shorter and shorter until I just got to the point that I was focusing entirely on that.
Roll over and hit me with another one, Ike, and this time put some stank on it.
Exactly. And call that
I
stank
love
grandpa.
the pain.
Anyway,
It makes me happy.
Jesus. All right. So as for my worst purchase, that was a weird one because this can be figures or even like anything in your life in general. Like if you bought a really crappy vacuum cleaner or something. But I think at least the first thing that came to mind, because it's fairly recent, was this Power Rangers Lightning Collection Snizzard figure.
What the fuck is that?
It's a snake and a lizard. That's why it's a Snizzard. But it's so fucking, like, compared to all the other monsters in the line, it's fucking bad. Like,
technically, wouldn't that just be a reptile then?
it is just a reptile, but it's called the Snizzard, Mike. That's what they do. They make funny, punny names.
Mortal Kombat has that copyrighted.
Yeah, exactly. They copyrighted the word reptile. Like I was trying to think, like I'm pretty sure I bought some shit on Amazon that was defective and had to send it back. So like technically that'd be the worst purchase, but it's not one that I stuck with, you know. So this is something that's still here that sucks. So, you know, that's where I am with that. As for worst life moments, I immediately came up with two. One that happened as 2022 was ending. So literally on New Year's Eve morning, I tripped going down the stairs and fucked up both my knees. Like
this motherfucker forgot how to walk, y'all.
Yeah. Well, what I was dragging my feet as I'm known to do, and caught. So like, but it was real bad. It's not like I fell down like a flight of stairs. I tripped on the second to last step, and like knees straight into the concrete. It's been a bitch ever since. And mind you, it's what, January 2nd now, so I've only had 3 days to roughly try to heal. I can move a lot more, and it's not bleeding anymore. So that's
when those scabs start really hardening up is when it hurts to fucking move.
Well, it hurts now. I have to keep moving because the tendons and the skin keep stiffening up.
Next time, opening your eyes helps.
Yeah, my eyes were open because that's how I saw the concrete coming at my face.
Oh no!
Well, you know what really sucked? Like
too little, too late.
Here's the worst thing about it. There's no video of it because I'm sure it was hilarious from the outside because it looked like I just tried to swan dive. Like
I'm gonna hit Miss Jessica and be like, I need you to reenact this for us. We need a reenactment.
Yeah. No, she would land boobs first, unfortunately.
No, I'm saying she could record you doing it again.
Oh no. That's not happening. I can hold on, let me go grab that really crappy Snizzard figure and I'll reenact it with that. I'll throw it down the stairs.
Throw it down the stairs, be like, I look just like that.
And
it didn't happen.
On a more serious note, unfortunately. So there was worse life events than that, but that was literally the most recent bad thing. Earlier this year, unfortunately, we suffered a miscarriage. So that would be the worst life event so far of this year. Or of last year, I should say. It's like it didn't. A lot of things tried to compete for like my mom tried to die on us, then my dad tried to die on us, and so that sadly the miscarriage that happened early in 2022 was definitely top worst bullshit that happened to us. So, and on that depressing note, next.
Going last.
Well,
Ricky
wants to go last.
I'm going last. We're gonna sandwich these goofy motherfuckers.
Oh, hold on. Dormammu should go next. He hasn't been here in forever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fair enough. Okay. So, let's see. Worst TV show, Book of Boba Fett.
Oh,
liar.
Fair point.
Fair.
I mean, there are a couple, but that can kind of second place that. But yeah, no, it was kind of the more I go through it, and the more I think about it, and the more I try not to, I'm like, yeah, no regrets. Worst movie: Sylvester Stallone in Samaritan on Amazon Prime.
I heard that was bad.
Interesting.
Oh,
was-
please,
meh.
please. Dear Sylvester, you're done.
Well, he's
I've
got
heard
a,
his
he's
TV
got a
show's
new
pretty good though.
he's got a new TV show that apparently is.
I've
He
heard
does
that's
have a
actually pretty
TV
good.
show.
Yeah.
One can
Yeah.
hope. One can hope. Worst purchase, honestly. Kingdom. I believe it's Kingdom line. Blitzwing.
Oh yeah. I would have thought it was
Just
the
because
repairs
the
to your
bot mode
car.
is really good, but the tank and the jet mode are just trash.
Yeah.
What is this?
The
Blitzwing from
Blitzwing.
the Kingdom line.
Legacy
Yeah,
/ Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It is Legacy for that one.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Well, it's both.
'Cause
Like it was Kingdom for about
it's
2
both. It
minutes.
came-
Well,
yeah,
remember
exactly.
how Jet or what's his face?
Galvatron.
No, the Train Boy.
Galvatron was,
Train
yeah.
Boy
Master
was
Train.
Siege.
Master Train.
He was Siege, but not Siege.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep. Nope. Definitely the worst figure. But I mean, other than that, that was kind of the one that I just kind of regret the most.
yeah, we'll go
because
with
it had the most
regretful
faults.
purchase. Yeah.
Mm.
I would have thought the repairs to your
worst
car.
life event, really worst life event for me was just basically having, due to my own personal trying to protect myself and health because I fall under the categories, having to miss out on certain events like BotCon and whatnot, not being able to travel.
Yeah.
That was kind of a real downer for me for the past year. So miss being able to like get together with people and on a physical level and do those things.
He wanted to kiss me.
Not
on
that
my
we
face.
haven't, but it's just not that we haven't. It's just been on a lot smaller of company, rather than going to conventions or, I'm not exactly going to Busch Gardens and hooting and hollering. So, but yeah, no, it was kind of a miss because I really wanted to get a chance to like see people like Mr. Rikki, who was on here.
Aw.
I mean, you get to see him all the time in the Realm.
I know it's just not the same.
You get to give him shit on Friday nights on Realm Hatton Project at 9:00.
No,
I
he
know,
doesn't.
but I there's a physical aspect of being able to smell all the nicotine on him.
He
That's
wanted
a
to kiss
fair
my
point.
face. He wanted to kiss my face, smell the Newports and the meth on me.
Yeah, he smells like cigarette
Why
smoke
that
and
contact
crappy
on?
Irish whiskey.
Come on, everybody. Let's make it. Let's make a pact to try to keep
Sniff Rikki.
the crud and the C word down this year, so that maybe things can actually get back to normal
which
for
C
people
word?
that are at risk.
I think he's talking about the Bud Light virus.
Oh,
He's
COVID.
talking- yeah.
We can say
exactly.
COVID.
It's not. It's
agrees.
not. It's not fucking. What's his name that shall not be named? You can actually say COVID.
You can say the C word. You can't say the V word.
Yeah.
Apparently.
China?
Yeah, that.
So yeah, COVID. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my
So
category.
you can say COVID and you can say China. You just can't say.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You just
Oh,
can't say
okay.
the She-Hulk sucks.
Oh, I can say that. And it's
Oh, I
coming,
will.
motherfuckers. Be on the edge of your seat.
No,
See who can guess what
honestly,
I'm
Book of
gonna
Boba
say.
Fett
Oh, yeah.
still is in my category for worst.
That's
Out
pretty
of this
bad.
past
It
year.
was bad. Don't get me wrong. It was bad
But it wasn't She-Hulk bad.
for you.
Oh,
Well,
there's
I
something-
mean, it was so bad, right, that they had to bring the Mandalorian in to try to rescue the show,
Yep.
right? So
And there was nothing to save. They tried to bring
No.
Daredevil in to save She-Hulk, and we saw how that went.
And it was fine.
It was fine.
Negative.
All right.
Negative.
All right. So that's Dormammu. Who's next?
Are you done with your whole list?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
For worst.
Well, I'd leave Mike, Al, or Rusty. Y'all get on it. Fight amongst each other.
I'm gonna go
I
second to
go-
last.
All right, I'll go. Go ahead, Al.
Oh, here we go. We got the Canadian and the Irishman fighting. It's just
All
like a replay of the other day.
All right, Al.
Shocking.
Rock, paper,
Life
scissors.
event? I'll go life event first. My father passed this year, which was pretty
Oh, dude.
That's rough.
Damn, sorry to hear that, bud.
Sorry.
pretty hard. But it kind of had its benefits because I got to spend more time with my kids, and so that's all I'll say about that. Worst TV show I think is Willow. Willow is terrible.
Ooh, fair point. Fair
It's
point.
horrid.
Willow's on my second. I just haven't finished it
it-
yet, so I didn't feel like I was giving it a fair enough shake. But yeah, no, it's on my second. It's on my second as well, man.
I try to watch everything. Like I watch She-Hulk. I try to watch everything, even if it's that bad. I'll try. I gave up after the third episode of Willow.
Yep.
See,
It's just.
hey, you met the requirement. You got 3 in.
I didn't even finish the third one. That's how bad it was. I just couldn't. Could not watch it.
Yeah.
There's so much going on that's wrong. You know, I can understand.
It does not fit the spirit of the original movie. Doesn't have the sweeping scores. Doesn't
you
even
don't
have
remember
the same scenery.
Biggie playing in the original movie?
Oh, jeez. For sure.
I do.
No.
This show is not about Willow when you really look at it.
Is it about a woman?
No.
Was he
I can
replaced
hear it
with
in
a
your
woman?
Oh,
voice.
it's about several.
Aha! I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We could hear there's a woman
No, it's like
involved.
Captain
if Mike is
Planet and the
pissed about it.
Planeteers on Middle Earth.
Now that
I would watch.
That's a 30-second pitch. That sounded amazing.
That does sound great. Let's do that. All right, let Al continue.
All right, I'll finish it up, bud.
Movies. Oh, I don't really have a worst movie. Thor was pretty disappointing. All the Marvel movies this year were pretty disappointing.
It's a fair point.
Thor, Doctor Strange, Black Panther. It was okay.
I want to watch something.
That's my daughter.
Hi.
My daughter is.
Hi.
Hi, kiddo.
Purchase. Purchase. I don't really have anything bad. I'm more disappointed with some figures I got. Like I think people disappointed with the G.I. Joe range, but some of them are alright. Like.
But it could be other things too. Doesn't have to be figures or
I'm
collectibles.
pretty happy with most of my purchases.
Okay.
But just more disappointed with some of the stuff. I'm just looking around.
I will say I think I have an honorable mention. I bought the wrong size boxers earlier this year. But because
Too big or too small?
too small.
Okay.
If you played your cards right, you could just do like me, not worry about underwear. You don't have to worry about that.
So is that your
Ew.
life event?
He did his life event first.
No, I
Ricky,
meant for
that makes you a
because they're
skid.
small underwear.
Oh, I got you. Sorry.
No, you have to be wearing underwear to be a skid.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's mine, kind of.
All right.
I can really think of.
Fair enough. So the G.I. Joe line, basically. A bunch of disappointing G.I.
The
Joe.
whole line, or just like the last couple?
Just one or two. Like the twins were terrible, and yeah, twins are mostly the
Stop
most
moving your
disappointing
finger.
figures. You can hear my daughter speaking.
She's
Yeah,
funny,
it's okay.
though. It's kind of
Just
funny.
chastising you. That's good.
She's a bonus guest. All right, Rusty.
What have I got? So my worst. Sorry, I turned away from my microphone. Let me just fix myself here.
Adjust your face.
Adjust my face.
Adjust
Got
your
it.
face. God damn it. You beat me to it. I was muted.
Be more handsome. Got it.
That's
yeah,
impossible, Rusty.
Thanks,
On
buddy.
demand.
Thanks. I love you the most. Similar to Al's, I lost my grandfather this year. Unfortunately, that was my worst life event. I have a tie for the worst life event, not family related, to as some of you guys know, like I'm into motorsports. So this year, actually last year, I decided to try to take over the organization of some of the local motorsport events that happen in the city that I'm living in, and quickly regretted that decision to the point that halfway through the season, I had to tell the board of directors I could no longer be the organizer of this set of events because it was causing so much stress to my own personal life and my mental health and my work. Like I was losing my temper in meetings, right? Like video chat meetings, and risking basically getting fired because my mental health was so bad. I was yelling at my wife for no reason. And all of it was because if you want to find a group of adult children, go do motorsports and try to organize events for them, because you will never
Yeah.
make and they're all competitive, right? Like motorsports can be competitive, but I mean, there's no cash involved in these things. There's a championship series, but it's literally for bragging rights. And you want to see people bitch and cry and moan over shit for that means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Just
Go
watch
try
the
and
show.
just watch the show, or
Just
trying to organize motorsports for people. That was like one of the lowest of my entire life. Was I thought I was doing something good and helpful for a bunch of people that had a similar interest, and it was the exact opposite. They bitched at me, they moaned at me, they like, it was horrible. It was absolutely worst thing I ever did.
Dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, I found the PTA was like that too.
Yeah, I can totally see that. Yeah, but it's like but Rikki, it's like one of those life experiences you learn from, and you go, I tried it. It was absolutely atrocious. I will never do that again. And you move on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Worst show, Westworld. That was the biggest piece of garbage I have ever watched in my life. It was the most confusing. Had no flow to it.
Do you mean overall or the season?
The whole show.
Okay,
like, it got canceled for a reason, and it was.
I enjoyed the first season or two. It just got very convoluted.
It got so weird. Like, even near the end of the first season, it got so complicated you couldn't even really follow it anymore. And then, like, the seasons didn't even run together. It's like season 1 ended and season 2 picked up somewhere else, and you were going, "What the fuck just happened?" And so for me, even this year was. I was watching season 3 going, I'm not watching the show anymore. I got halfway through season 3 and I just turned it off. I was like, this is so stupid. And then 2 months later, they announced that they canceled it, and I had a celebration because it was terrible.
Hateful celebrating their failure.
I'm a hateful human being.
You can't be hateful. You're Canadian.
That's right.
We can be hateful.
I know. We know Mike.
Thor was Thor for me was also the worst movie. I have not liked any of the Thor movies since the second one.
Oh, it's been
going. You gave up at Dark World. Wow.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't get into the like, for Dark World. It was I couldn't see any of the motivations of the Dark Lord,
the elves,
the Dark Elf Lord, right?
Like, I was just
Malik. Yeah, it was like, okay, he's pissed off. Okay, sure, but it didn't really, like, it didn't do anything for me, right? So I couldn't get into it, and then
I just wanted to destroy.
And then it just turned into, a joke fest in the movie after that, and the fourth one just got even worse, right? So, worst.
That's Titty with Twisty's fault, though. He ruined it.
Yep. Worst purchase, I bought a 2009 Subaru Outback as a winter beater, and that has been an absolute money pit from the word go. Don't buy a Subaru Outback, boys and girls. It's a piece of garbage.
This show brought to you by Subaru.
That's right. So
brought to you by Ford. No.
Yeah.
No, it's just because it's an 09. If you got a 2010, it would have been fine.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you say that, because actually I did look back, and I found this 2009, and there was also like a 2011. So at 2009 was the end of that generation of the Outback, and then 2010 was the next generation, and it did have better reviews than the 2009. But I was able to get this 2009 for half the price of what this other guy wanted for this 2011 with about the same kilometers. And I was like, nah, I'm just going to go for the 2009. Worst.
What are kilometers? We speak American around
here. Sorry, miles.
It's not.
No.
It's
let them exercise their brain, Rusty. Let them exercise the brain.
Rikki, kilometers are that little inside ring on your speedometer that you always ignore.
I should have said
the low numbers.
Yeah, the lower numbers.
I should have said mileage.
Actually, they're higher numbers.
It had half of the mileage. No. Yeah, but that was, all in all, that's obviously not a terrible year. So, except for losing my grandfather, but otherwise, my rest year was okay.
Yeah, I think for the most part, we're almost all of us are at losing a loved one,
a family member.
Yeah.
Now, jokes aside, we say mileage when we're talking about the overall miles on the car. Do y'all say meterage? Like, when you're talking about,
no, we say mileage too, which is funny, right? Because we're not even talking about miles, which is where mileage.
Yeah,
came from,
mileage
right?
is a gauge of use.
It's yeah, exactly.
Work hours.
That's why I was asking. I wasn't making a joke. I really stuff like
it's
stupid stuff
you're
like
right,
that
though.
actually
Yeah,
interests
yeah, yeah,
me.
No.
That's
we use mileage.
That's where Americanism
crazy.
has taken over.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
boy.
one word at a time. We're coming for you, Canada.
Because kilometerage would just sound stupid.
Meterage.
I mean,
Canadian.
see, now I'm curious. Like, what is the actual? What is the equivalent to mileage using the metric system? So
It would have to be meterage.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
It'd
go
have to be
on
meterage because you
I'm
go by
gonna go on-
meters.
I'm gonna go on mute, and you guys can move on
He's
to
gonna-
Mike, and I will come back and
Gonna
let you know.
Googles. Other Canadian.
Nice.
Other
Canadian.
other Canuckian.
Canadian
That
1.0.
sounds worse. Canuckian
It does.
sounds so much
No.
worse.
We just go
Yeah.
really far away.
Yeah, probably. Okay, well, let's see. Worst life event of 2022. Well, let's see.
We were here
Considering
for
how
that.
I've been. Yeah, exactly. Considering how I've been gone pretty much for like 6 months off this show, right, and missed out on tons of podcasts. Yeah, you figure it out. Getting kicked
Losing
out,
the internet.
basically. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean
The Canadian government is the worst thing to happen to Mike.
Well, yeah. That's
Shaving his beard.
No, I mean
that was the worst
just-
thing that happened to us.
just being told, you got 3 weeks to move out of your place that you've been in for 8 years, and
Yeah.
That's
not
crazy.
being able to find anything and having to move in with your son in his basement apartment with 8 years just full of stuff and memories and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And trying to jam pack it all into a place that's literally
Oh,
half the size of what you used to have.
We lost Dormammu.
we lost Dormammu.
We lost to Ramu.
He's gone to the dark dimension.
A moment of silence for Dormammu.
He'll
Yeah.
be back.
So
Nah, we're on.
I mean,
Keep going, Mike.
I mean, it's nothing compared to like Rusty or Al. I mean, losing a loved one.
I mean,
and
you lost your
it
life.
feels-
This ain't a
though.
pissing contest because
But-
I didn't lose any loved ones
Yeah,
this year.
but
Thank
dude,
God.
you
So-
lost your functionality of life.
yeah, pretty much, right? I mean, after just finding a job on top of that, because last year, well, not literally last year, but in 2021, getting laid off at Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And then being unemployed for 5 months, getting some money together for, paying the rent on the 6th month. And then at the end of June, finding a job only to be told in the first week of July, oh, hey, move out. I'm selling the place. So, yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
it was a big disruption because, I mean,
What's the old
yeah.
saying? If it wasn't for bad luck, you'd have no luck.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
much.
think
that was Mike's
You
summer.
might check that box.
Yeah. So I mean, it threw me off on posting videos on YouTube, trying to build up my channel, missing out on podcasts here. Wondering what the hell we're gonna do, right?
And now women are taking over the world because Mike wasn't here to rattle sabers at them on the internet.
I know,
for,
Exactly.
like,
Mike
6
wasn't here to
months.
be. Mike wasn't on YouTube to be able to complain to fix media right now.
Yeah.
man, to you.
Hey, but hey, look, we there. Unfortunately, Mike, because of your bad fortune, we at least picked up a Dormammu.
Yeah, there we go. So
Yeah.
it's not all that bad.
Yeah.
So
But
I'm
bad
glad
for you.
to make that happen. Well,
Yeah.
whatever.
Thank you for facilitating a new co-host.
I'm glad your life sucks so that we could get Dormammu on here, Mike. Thanks, buddy.
Anything to help, guys.
We appreciate
Anything
your
to help.
suffering.
I love you
You're a
guys that
true
much.
team player.
We appreciate
know, right?
your sacrifice. We're like, God, we really need a new co-host. Mike, can you just lose your house?
Yeah, there we go. Take one for the gripper,
That's
So,
it.
Yeah. So
All right.
yeah, so
Take one for the
life-
team, just bend over.
Yeah.
exactly. Right? Just present yourself and bend right over.
There
So,
you go. But we're glad you
Um,
made through it. It was a shitty one, man. It was rough trying to kind of being on the outside, having to watch it all happen.
Yeah,
I'm glad y'all made it through, at least to a
and-
safe spot.
and it's 2022 ended on a good note, and I'll explain that on
And the
the
good,
next
the
go
good
around.
side.
As for
Spoiler alert, it's because he's back here with us.
Yeah, that's right. Part of it, yeah. As for worst TV show, God,
There's so many. There's so many
there's-
women he can complain about.
No. Well, it's just don't get me started.
I was trying to hold it together. I was trying.
Because the wife is still here. No,
Yeah, even, I'm glad that's
God
recorded.
damn it, Shoky. I was trying to hold it, man.
no, it's She-Hulk was just bad.
So
No,
I
feel
mean-
free to leave that one for me.
that's the best.
I can't, man. It was that bad. It was just horrible. It like Obi-Wan comes close, but damn, She-Hulk was just bad.
I would
Not even the same conversation.
personally, I would
Oh.
argue Obi-Wan was worse because I think Reva was worse.
No,
Yeah, well,
shut
that's what
the
almost
fuck-
makes
Okay,
it-
I quit.
that's what
This is
almost
how I
makes
start
it-
2023. Here's my
that
goals for
almost makes it the
2023.
tie. That almost makes
You
it
can
the
have a
but
tie.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
okay,
can have a
okay.
tie.
Ricky's gone. I'll take over. It's good.
Okay.
That's it. Now you're outnumbered.
Just-
you got two Canadians on you.
There
Just
we
so
go.
you know, Rusty, there's no benefit to being on the show. All right,
That's it.
but
No
I
kickbacks.
enjoy your company.
sure.
Uh-uh.
No, it was
Willow
horrible.
be-
It was just that bad, you know.
Mm,
I mean, you can have a
as-
tie. You can have.
I could, yeah. Well, then you know what? Let's tie it for me with Obi-Wan and She-Hulk.
In
Yeah.
any
She-Hulk-
show,
She-Hulk
any
was worse.
show or movie where a female protagonist was the stronger person, it's tied for worst.
Do you know why it's even worse? Mike couldn't be on this show to bitch about She-Hulk.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Because
Could you
imagine if Mike
imagine?
was here, I would have been bleeping so
but the
much.
problem is we dislike it for two different things, though. Very, very different things.
I mean,
Oh,
maybe.
I mean, it was not true really to its comic roots. It was just totally, you know, just
We know. We've
and
heard the
it's-
arguments, Mike.
you've heard the arguments. Yeah,
I'm
so,
very much aware of the arguments.
As for movies, my God, almost pretty much every Marvel movie sucked ass. I'm sorry.
How dare
That-
you besmirch Love and Thunder,
That-
you piece of shit.
Why?
Well-
Sorry, Thor was rough.
Thor
Oh,
was not
it
good.
was bad.
I'm joking,
It
guys.
was
Y'all.
just
Not
so
good.
bad.
Even
Hold on,
I
wait,
didn't-
though.
even
I mean,
even
all
I
of them,
didn't-
But
all of them were pretty much on tie with bros. Let's put it that way.
but hold on. Did you watch
That
the
bad.
Monsters?
Oh don't
No.
start numbers.
You told you said enough for me not to even turn that motherfucker
Yeah.
on, so I didn't
Yeah.
need to. But here's the thing, and this is one thing everybody, and I'm with you. Thor: Love and Thunder was trash,
It was.
and it's all Taika Waititi's fault.
Yep.
But
And to
the
think he
best
had
thing
more
about Thor,
footage.
the best thing about Thor is it canonically makes Batman the best thing about the MCU.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah.
Boom. Christian
Uh,
Bale is the best thing in the MCU right now.
Oh,
He's dead.
one sec. One sec.
He's gone. He only had.
He's not
he was-
dead. Come
was-
on, it's comics, guys. Fucking relax.
He was
Let's not even
Gore
have this
the
stupid
God
conversation.
Butcher and the Delicatessen.
Oh, you need to fucking relax with your little fucking hot phrases there, buddy.
It's true.
Batman is the best thing about the MCU.
It's true. Sorry, I just thought of a good TV show I needed to add to my list, so I can have a
yeah.
tie.
What else,
I was
Mike?
confirming it
Was
was
that
in this
it?
year.
Well, no, he's got to do purchases still. He's still got
I
to
know.
do
I
his
know.
worst
I was just
purchases.
looking ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm telling Mike because
I don't think I was gonna say Mike's purchases. Rig.
Sorry.
Fans Choice Rig.
Yeah,
that
sorry
was a
about
good
that.
figure.
Yeah.
I had
you're
to
good.
cut some more for a second. So, as in for worst purchase, I don't think I really made a worst purchase this year. So,
That's good.
Well, is there any disappointing purchases? I mean, in general,
No,
it doesn't
not
even have
really,
to be
because-
collectibles.
no, I mean, because, you know, I mean, with everything that was going on this past year with like, you know, losing the place and whatnot and trying to dig our way out of debt and stuff like that.
To be
No.
smart with your purchases.
Everything was just being smart about purchases and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I don't think there was really a worst purchase whatsoever to speak of. So
Well, there's another side life experience in a way that sort of rolls into purchases, and it was your experience with a certain third party company that seems to no longer exist.
I'm trying to remember now. Who would that be?
The guys who were doing that
The-
Devastator,
The Italians.
the Italian guys,
Oh,
Vectron Labs.
Vectron
There you
Labs.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, well, yeah, I suppose doing
If you hadn't lost your house, and I think that would have probably been the worst experience. Everything about
you know.
that. Not
I
having
mean, it
to-
wasn't really a purchase, but then again, yeah, I mean, you're doing work for
you
them.
did work for free, eventually.
Yeah, essentially, right? And
Yeah.
then they kept on emailing
That's the
me.
word you
Oh,
couldn't
yes,
say."
yes, I'm the new owner. We'll pay you, and then nothing. So, yeah, I suppose that in itself would be the worst, you know, quote unquote purchase
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
I probably have done. So,
yeah.
screw you, Vectron Labs. I
Because
hope you
it wasn't money; it was
disappear
effort.
into-
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your
Yeah.
blood, sweat, and tears went into that one.
Well, yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Freak, did the Pantone color work? Did the size research for a proper, accurate scale?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean everything. God,
Shit.
that sucked. And I totally forgot about that too, but
So sorry to remind you.
that's okay.
I'm not.
Okay, so let's move on to
No, I appreciate it.
our favorites / positives. All right.
No, I still haven't done my worst, you piece of shit.
Damn it! I was
guess what
trying
just jumped onto my
trying
worst
to
list?
avoid it.
Shoky
I have
being a
been
dickhead,
waiting.
top of my worst list.
There you go.
Go
I've
ahead,
been
Ricky.
waiting for Ricky to rant.
Go
and
ahead,
rave
Ricky.
for so long.
What was
So I like the list won't pop up now. God damn it.
Worst life event.
Worst life event.
Yes.
I finally got the vid. It caught up with me. That was pretty fucking rough for a few days. My kids had it and my wife had it. So I mean, like having that go through the house was pretty fucking shitty.
I mean, traffic coming back from that last trip was pretty bad too.
Yeah, it's coming back from PA. That traffic was.
Was that better or worse than COVID?
I would say worse because COVID. I took a lot of meds and just slept it off, you know. But that I was just fucking stuck with it and almost getting into a fight in the gas station with that piece of shit blocking the gas pump. Like that was pretty rough.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
That was a rough one. So yeah, that's up there. But that's ironically that part of that will be on my best list too.
Yep.
Which
I
is
figured that was
crazy.
coming. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ricky, what was your worst? Sorry, what was it? Sorry, stop it. Nip off there for 2 seconds.
Coming back from Pennsylvania, had shit fucking traffic. They were rerouting us everywhere. It went from a 12-hour trip to a 19-hour trip. Like it was bad
with the whole family.
Yeah, the whole family, the kids in the car, and like freaking got to a gas station trying to get gas to get into Florida, and this dude wanted to be a dickhead and block my. And I almost got into a fight with this motherfucker. Even the gas people came out from the gas station telling him to get the fuck out of the way, and he was just running his fucking mouth. Like it was getting rough, dude. Like people started pulling their phones out, like World Star recording bullshit because I was gonna fight this motherfucker.
Dude, that trip was worse than the 2 hurricanes that hit your state.
Yeah, those hurricanes weren't about nothing, man.
That's what I'm saying. Hurricanes were more pleasant than that trip.
Yeah.
He's a Floridian. He's used to that.
Dude, if it's not a 4 or more, I sit out on the back porch and watch it happen.
Yeah,
to see how far the trees.
It was a pitiful 4.
Yeah. It wasn't a 4 by the time it hit us. It always loses strength coming in here.
I was like, this is just a breeze, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a lot of water. That was it. So that's on my worst.
So TV show.
Never
heard of it. Never heard of it.
I don't want to put it as the worst, but I haven't gone back to it, so that pretty much will tell you like how I feel about it. Like Rings of Power, I made it almost 2 full episodes into it, and I fell asleep. And it's not that it's horrible or that it's trash, and I'm not saying that it's the worst. It's on my worst list because I've had zero compunction to go back and finish it. Like nothing. Every time I see it, I just scroll past it to something else. Nothing makes me want to go back and finish it.
That was a nice $5 word too.
Yeah,
compunction.
Like it's well, I have to word of the day toilet paper, and I took a shit earlier, so
yeah.
Like
compunction.
I'm gonna have to use that for something.
You've expanded your vocabulary.
That's it. So that was on there. Book of Boba Fett was on there, but again, the good parts of Boba Fett kind of offset it. Like to me,
you mean
ironically,
Mandalorian season 2.5?
Yeah, that.
Power
and I liked
Rangers
seeing
on
Cad Bane, and I liked what's his name from Justified, and Timothy Oliphant. I liked his character, and Cobb Vanth.
Cobb Vanth coming back, but hey, Cad Bane on live action was pretty good.
Yeah, like those things like that offset a lot of the stupid shit that were in that show.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Rangers
good
on motorcycles.
Yeah, that
part doesn't bother me.
That was
because that was all for Shoky. That was his favorite part. So
that was not. I fucking ripped that scene apart.
Power Rangers Turbo and Star Wars was.
I never want to hear the word Bacta again.
Bacta.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy because my kids got to go back to school Thursday. Dad joke.
I got to go back to work tomorrow.
Nice. Let me get back to my list. We already know it's She-Hulk. Like I just can't say how much I.
But you watched the whole thing, but you couldn't even get past 2 episodes of Ring of Power.
But I watched it with my wife. See, now that's the thing, and I've said it before, and in case people are just jumping in here. Me watching it as a nerd by myself as a nerd show, I fucking could not stand it. Yeah. Watching it with my wife, because I watched each episode twice, ironically, because I'd watch it by myself to talk about on here, and then watch it later for that week or something with the wife while we ate dinner or something.
Yeah.
So watching it with her was way more enjoyable because she has zero expectations for superhero stuffs. Right. So I got to enjoy her enjoying the show, not me so much. Like it didn't get better the second time I watched it. I mean, I try. She does a lot. She goes way out of her way. If the most I have to do is sit through She-Hulk viewing, I'm pretty much still ahead on that one. So, so that it's just there. It is what it is. Sure. Mike and I dislike it for different reasons. It's just you told me it was one thing, you gave me something else, and it's just not okay. Yeah. The CGI was trash.
I mean, we've only heard about it for the last 10 weeks.
Not really, because you've bleeped it all because you're a fuckhead. But
no,
this time
I just bleeped the phrase, not the actual discussion.
Yeah, but it's.
I'm gonna put out a shirt that She-Hulk sucks, but it's completely pixelated.
Yeah, it looked just as good as the show did. Yeah, like just as good. Like I'm not even upset about it anymore. Like even just talking about it now, I'm just let down by that show. Like it just hurt my feelings. Like Willow, I haven't even bothered with because again, I have not heard great things. And I'm gonna say something that might get me killed in the nerd kingdom. But Willow's overrated anyways. Yeah, the movie's not that great. There were good parts in it, but that movie's not great.
I've never seen it, and I feel like watching it now as an adult would be pointless.
Yeah,
but Ricky's right. It's not very memorable.
The best part of that movie is Val Kilmer, and he's not even in the show.
Yeah. See, that movie won awards for its animation, right?
That's because that was the height of Spielberg and the height of Lucas, and that was when they were cranking out everything.
Yeah, but it was the animatronics too, right? And the puppetry and all that stuff, right? That's why
it won awards. CGI with the fairy.
Sure, but that's why there's a cult following, is because there are people who appreciate that part of it. But I agree with you. The story of Willow and the movie itself was fine, but does it deserve a cult following? I don't think so. But,
I mean, there's so many things that have a cult following, and that's going to be on my worst movies list here in a minute.
But I mean, to be fair, if you're not into the cult,
to be fair,
I got there first. I win.
I know, but we had to get everybody on there. We had like 6 people on here. That should have been a fucking chorus sound right there.
Yeah. Well, we can try again.
Fucking slackers.
No.
But either way, but to be fair. If you weren't in the cult, then you wouldn't see it as being cult worthy.
True. I guess, but like, there's just gun to head. If you
Scientology is a thing,
and made me choose between watching the Willow movie or watching Caravan of Courage, I would choose Caravan of Courage 99.99% of the time, like every time.
And for the layman, explain what that is.
That's the first Ewok movie, and I specifically chose that one because of the two, that's my least favorite. Battle of Endor blows Willow out of the water without even fucking trying.
I would have to agree with that.
Here's the thing to think about, right? You guys all go to conventions and cons and stuff like that. When do you ever see someone cosplay as a Willow character?
You'd be surprised.
There's some people. There's some people. Yeah,
I've seen them. They dress up as the main night guy with the skull helmet and all that shit. They'll dress up as him. Yeah. So I mean, it happens. It's not often.
There are characters. Yeah, there are definitely people who cosplay. I
mean, grown ass people trying to dress up as a midget, which I think is cultural appropriation, but they still do it.
Yeah, full size.
Here's the thing about Warwick Davis deserves so much more out of this because he is a fairly accomplished actor. I mean, he's
great.
He is.
Leprechaun in the Hood is amazing.
His work on the Harry Potter films, his work on his work,
he's done
even just
so many
from where he comes from. And like we all expected it to be this thing where it was like if it had been him and his literal daughter, it would have made such a better story. I mean he deserves better because if you think about it this way, most of these actors, they just go on the basis that I'm filling a role. I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing for Steven, back in the day, because I owed him.
I owe him one from Star Wars.
Right,
back in the day, we all worked for Steven.
In the day. And so,
you didn't work for Steven.
Most of them don't expect to come back to the to
I
come
have
back
never
for
done
a
that
specific niche movie that
I'll
they
never do
might
it
have
again.
done.
Shut up.
But Warwick Davis kind of really, I mean, he's always embraced the what he does, his roles.
Yeah.
And
As
he's
a nerd,
good
yeah.
actor. He just deserved a better show that's self-titled. Come
That's
on.
Like
true.
you think
That's true.
because
because
he
in
an
this
EP?
it sounds like, I think so.
If he was an EP,
But I mean-
how could he allow a show that is basically starring him, quote unquote, be that out of left
Bad?
field? You know?
Because it's
I know,
Hollywood. It's
to him,
Hollywood.
it's
Hollywood,
and
and it's
they
Disney
have
offering
an
money.
agenda to
Hold on.
push.
As you're watching this show, like it totally sounds like he really is just there for the paycheck. It sounds like he's just reading off a teleprompter. It sounds like also that there's no emotional affliction to any of the lines really that he's like.
Exactly.
Which makes
Dang.
sense. Yeah.
There's nothing.
So
nothing.
I do have a question
right?
though.
So this show would not really is. It's not about Willow. It really
Yeah.
is not about
It-
Willow.
How
It's
It's
old?
about the same as Book of Boba Fett.
How-
really,
how
being
old-
about the Mandalorian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, how
And that's
old
about it.
is Warwick Davis?
I
in his
think he's
50s?
like close to 50.
So he was really young when he did Willow.
'Cause he was like
Oh, yeah.
what 17 or 18 when he did Wicket.
He was
and
like
that
17
I
or
think
18 when he
around
did Willow, yeah.
19
and then Willow would have been just a couple years after that. Yeah,
Yeah. So he was. Yeah. So I mean,
he was young.
So I mean, well, he's roughly
He's
accurate
52.
age, 52. Wow.
52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is already fairly old for a little person. You know,
Yeah.
they don't tend to have the longest lifespans, unfortunately. But he's such a
Seems like English little people make it a long
But-
time though.
but,
'cause,
like,
Kenny
he's-
Baker made it forever.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And I mean,
Kenny
he's
Baker was a fucking legend.
yeah, but he's such a huge presence and actor, like
He is.
in the realms that he plays in. It's just like for something at least this disappointing for the fandom to be, and it's the same thing we've encountered time and time again. It's like, stop revisiting shit from the 80s. It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
working. It's like
Nope.
it's like if you want to make
it could work. It's just that,
but they're
and you've
not.
seen it multiple
The problem
times.
is-
no,
the
hold on.
problem
It's
is
because
they keep
we have
trying
to
to
bring it
skin-
into
yes, they keep
Today's-
trying to skin 80s stuff
Yep.
onto 2022 ideals.
that's right.
and-
We have
and
to
thought
bring it
processes.
into
It's not the
today's
same.
dynamic,
Well,
which does
yeah.
not work.
Well, the only
It
reason they
does
can
not work. Look at Rings of Power. Look at
There's
Willow.
there's
Look
not
at
enough
every
cocaine
other
in
frickin-
2022 to be 80s.
Exactly.
So,
no, because it's all
Exactly.
laced with fentanyl, so nobody's using it.
yeah, so nobody's
That's
using
right.
it. They're all it's unhealthy all of a sudden. You fucking
Yeah.
dumb
And the
fuckers.
3 snowflakes.
God, we need the
Yeah.
80s cocaine back.
Okay, so that's not on my list really because I didn't watch it, but one that 1000% is on my list is Halo, the series.
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
I completely
Everybody forgot
about
about how bad Halo was.
that was
Big
so
Halo
bad.
fan. I'm a big Halo fan, and
Yep.
the only redeeming quality about this show is that if you remove Master Chief from it and you remove the Cortana storyline from it and just make it an in Halo universe show, it's not bad.
Hmm.
It's the fact that you made it Master Chief and you made it Cortana.
I
makes it
told you
bad.
what would
And
happen
then
at the end of that season, didn't
taking
I?
it to the extreme and making him have to have his helmet off all the time, which even I can get, because the actor gets paid for screen time. I get all that. But having to show his ass cheeks and him fucking that
Yeah,
one chick and
yeah.
like all that was just so
Everything
unnecessary
about
to
it
the
was
character
so
of Master
dumb.
Chief. It was just bad.
And I never
Told
watched
you
the
that
first
switcheroo
episode.
was going to happen at the end with Cortana, didn't I? I nailed it. I told you guys it was going to happen, and it friggin' happened.
So
Master Chief could not
definitely-
have his moment in the sun at the end of season 1. No,
Mm.
Cortana, and
literally took his
female
body
power
over.
AI has to take over and just not give Master Chief his big conclusion there,
Win.
fighting off.
I mean,
everybody.
realistically, Cortana saved Master Chief's ass a lot.
yeah, but I mean,
in the
this
game and
case,
stuff.
come
But
on.
I think what he's saying is Master Chief's skill level and his
Yeah.
ability in
Yeah.
the games and in the
It-
novels and stuff, he would
Yeah.
have survived that last fight on his own.
Yeah,
But in the
it
show,
has
they had
nothing to
him
do with the fact
underpower
that
him enough to be
female this,
taken
female
over.
that.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that. It's the fact that Master Chief has all these skills to fall back on.
Mhm.
That should have been his one big ass moment in this series at the
Yep.
end of the series, and
Yeah.
But
no,
it wasn't.
take it away from the fans.
So prior to
That's it.
She-Hulk, Rikki was all on the anti-Halo train.
Oh yeah.
She-Hulk was so bad he
1000%.
forgot.
Yeah, but that I didn't forget. I never forgot. But see, because
No,
there's
so I'm joking.
there's redeeming qualities in Halo. There's no redeeming quality in She-Hulk. If you remove the bad stuff from Halo, you're still stuck with at least a Halo sci-fi show that's decent. If you remove the bad stuff from She-Hulk, you're stuck with Ally McBeal. So I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
So it's
I
not.
do everything infinitely better than you. No, you don't. Come on.
It wasn't my thing. So
Rikki, that was good. Ally McBeal, that made me laugh. Good job.
And
Thank
once
you.
again,
It
I will
happens
say
sometimes.
She-Hulk is fine.
So
Either way.
movie, Rikki.
So worst movies. Oh man. Okay,
Or
so we know
movie.
we know Love and Thunder is in there. Love and Thunder definitely. I again, unpopular opinion. I think Sam Raimi is super overrated. I own Army of Darkness. I liked The Evil Dead, but I didn't need that in my Marvel. I did not like Multiverse of Madness. I hated what they did with the Scarlet Witch. We spent a whole season on Wanda and Vision.
Oh yeah.
Helping her get past the emotional distraught that she had with Vision, helping her like therapeutically making her a better person, just for when the movie to come out, go, yeah, just ignore all that shit. She's still a crazy bitch and she's gonna kill everybody. Like I was not okay with
turned her into the Baba Yaga.
Yeah, I did not. I was not okay with that at all. Like that was a complete character turn that was unnecessary to me. They should have found another way to do that.
Well, they should have just had another villain, which would have made more sense.
They could have brought Agatha Christie or whatever the fuck her name is out of the show and made her.
No, she needs her own show now.
I mean, she's getting it, but
if it even goes through.
Yeah, so was Echo, but it's not.
I just wanted a universe where they actually properly told us how to pronounce
Cumberbatch. Pinocchio. That was fucking shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the live action Pinocchio was pretty fucking rough. That is the live action. No,
which
the
one? There were
Disney
multiples.
one. No, there's one. There's one live action.
Pinocchio movies.
Yeah, but there was only one live action. The other two are animated. So but I've heard that the Guillermo I've heard the Guillermo del Toro one is actually pretty good. I haven't watched it yet. But
I haven't watched any of them.
But again, it's the same thing. It's the Sam Raimi effect.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro does good movies, but now he's become like a punchline to his own thing. Like, it's a Guillermo del Toro movie because he's going to have Abe Sapien in it. Like, there's going to be some character that looks just like him in this movie.
I need him to just come back to do a proper Pacific Rim.
Like what he's doing with this, from what I've read and what people have told me about it, is it's pretty much just Pan's Labyrinth but Pinocchio. So I mean, you just immediately know. Yeah, you immediately know it's a Del Toro movie. Like, there's no going away from it, which is fine to some extent, but it's overused, I think, in some of his stuff. So I'm hoping it's better than that.
The funny thing with Del Toro is he either makes straight up Oscar winners or garbage
or trash.
Yeah,
he has no middle ground.
There's no real in between. Well, I guess technically Pacific Rim didn't win any Oscars, but it's a fantastic movie. But
I've still never watched it.
The first one is worth it. Don't ever watch the second one.
I've never watched either of them.
The sequel was so bad.
One could have been better.
No, just sucked ass. Even with the Gundam connection, it still sucked.
I'm trying to think. I know there was another movie that I watched this year. I was like, complete. Oh, okay. So, this is a self-inflicted worst movie. I just did a podcast with Dante, his So You Like Horror podcast.
Right.
Nice.
We'd been talking, and I caught up on I found out about it. I signed up for it. I went through all his episodes and was talking to him about it. He's like, you know what, dude? You won the golden ticket, man. You went through all that. I'm gonna let you be on the show. We're gonna do a show together. He said, but your golden ticket win is you get to choose what we're gonna do the show on. And so I've talked about it before. I can't really do horror in my house because my wife super gets agitated and has night terrors from them. So I was thinking something horror adjacent, and I chose the Sharknado series. I'm now
the first
I
couple
own.
Hold
on.
Okay.
You have to listen to the podcast to hear the whole in depth on it. But I own the first 5 on DVD. I have never watched the 4th one, and the 5th one is still in the plastic wrapping. Well, come to find out, there's a 6th one in the main storyline.
Yep.
That they just
somewhere a big.
Well, there's a 7th one now because there's a spin-off one that there's a 7th one. So, and we found that out after we finished recording. But there's 6 in the main story arc, and I've watched the first 3. The first one is not horrible. The second one is slightly more horrible. The third one, they just gave the fuck up. And finally, having watched 4, 5, and 6, it just gets progressively fucking worse. Like and it's not even by a little bit. It's like huge jumps between movies of how bad they got by the last one.
Is Ian Ziering there the whole time?
Yes, Ian Ziering, Tara Reid, they're in every single fucking one of them. They're the 2 main characters that are in every fucking movie.
So
now when it came close to doing the 6th one, like me and him we're messaging back and forth. He's watching them with his wife. You know, they're gonna watch 1 and 2, and then they took some time to do other stuff, and then they're like a few days later, like, we're gonna watch 3 and 4. And I'm talking back and forth when I'm doing them, and I'm taking notes. Now 6 movies, I got 8 pages of handwritten notes out of these fucking movies.
That's more work than he's ever done for this podcast.
It's 1000%, because we're doing a list right now that I'm literally just making up off the top of my head. Like there's nothing written down.
Speaking of Ricky's worst life event,
so
watching all the Sharknadoes
and taking notes
on purpose.
But it wasn't the worst, because I enjoyed it with Dante. But what did make my list, sadly, was the 6th one. Was absolutely dog shit, and I was so again, it was like the She-Hulk thing. I'm just disappointed in how bad it was, and I, you know, by the time you get to 5, you know it's gonna be shit. But I still held out hope, because I'm gonna read this description to you, because me and Dante have been talking. You know, he's all like, we've talked about other movies and stuff, and he loves time travel movies. Anything with time travel in it, that's kind of his jam, because he likes how fucked they get when they try to describe time travel and how it never fucking works. So I looked up, because they're all on Amazon, by the way, if you really feel like torturing yourself. And I messaged him and I said, can't wait to get to 6. Just read this description and tell me you aren't rock hard and ready to fuck. And then I took a screenshot of this thing, and it's literally called Sharknado, It's About Time. And here's the description. Determined to bring his family back to life, Gil sends his father Finn back in time to stop Sharknadoes from happening. All along the way, he fights dinosaurs, knights, cowboys, and a robot version of his wife. This time, it's not how to stop.
What? This sounds like the plot to Westworld that they stopped.
Seriously,
this is 6.
That sounds terrible.
It sounds like this is going to be so bad. This is going to be. It's a B flick, and you're like, oh, he's going to be fighting. It was It was so fucking bad. Just so, like it was B-roll, bad film. Like you knew what you were signing up for, and then worse than that. Wow. Like it was so utterly just disgusting. So that movie, 1000% my worst movie of the year list. Even though it's a couple years old, I just watched.
You're roboting real bad.
So
you got
is that better now?
You got real bad connection for some reason.
Hold on 1 second. Let me
got caught up in the Sharknado.
It's getting better. It's getting better. Yeah.
I was scared. I thought
it was self-editing your Sharknado.
That's what I thought.
By the way,
Sharknado shit.
By the way, Shaun has been sending me voice messages for his entries.
Yeah, so that's cool. I saw that you gave him that fucking loophole, you piece of shit. You should have never given him that. You should have told him to get his ass on here.
Well, he's at work. He can't. So he's recording these in like 20-second intervals.
Excuses.
Yeah, that's right. So this movie definitely hits my worst list because of that. Okay. Now, worst purchases. I know everybody's having a big thing with them. Even Alan mentioned them, like the Cobra twins, the Crimson twins. Like I don't have as big an issue with them because I'm quote unquote fixing them. Like everybody's biggest issue is how just basic they look, and I'm chroming them. So to me, they're not that.
Did they come with the pumpkin spice latte?
I don't even know what that means.
You said they were basic.
You're
do they have the Ugg boots, the scarf, and the pumpkin spice latte? What were they missing?
All of it. But they had like the basic gray.
Can we get a basic Zorana? Because that would be hilarious.
But now those ones, see, I haven't bought the ones where people have been having like parts fall off of them and pop off and break off and shit like that. Like I haven't had that issue because I haven't bought those figures, but I have seen it, and I do see the decline in the G.I. Joe line. It's like the last part of the year they were trying to pinch pennies, and they decided the G.I. Joe line was where they wanted to do it at. So I'm hoping they come back from that. I'm hoping it was just a out of nowhere, because G.I. Joe does make my best list. At least some of them do. But purchases, I man, I don't know if I can just flat out say so. None of those. I didn't purchase that piece of shit. My neighbor gave me that because he's an asshole. I would have to say my couch. Like we bought like for Christmas, my wife was gonna, I don't do surprises. Like if you tell me you're gonna surprise me, immediately you just have to tell me what it is, because I don't like surprises. Like let's just get it out of the way.
No.
Or like with Christmas time and birthdays and stuff, we'll just do lists of things that we want. And you just give it to the other person. Like Kara can put 60 things on her list. I might buy her one thing off that list. I might buy her all 60 things. So she knows she's going to get something that she likes. She just doesn't know which ones specifically she's going to get. So I already knew that she wanted to surprise me with a PS5. And I told her, I was like, look, I'm gonna have to be an adult this time. Like, we need stuff for the house. The couch was, we'd had our couch for like 4 or 5 years, and it was having like rips and tears, and it had an issue with one of the recliners. We contacted the place we got it from with our warranty. They're like, oh yeah, contact this company. We ordered it. We got this big huge box of all internal parts sitting in my garage.
Damn.
Because the company that does the repairs said, just contact us back when they come in, and we'll come over and put the stuff together. That was like 4 months ago. Like they just have never called us back. So I said, fuck it, we're just gonna buy a new couch. So we went to this mall up in Gainesville and found a couch that we liked. Like I was sitting in it the whole time, like super fucking comfortable. And the only thing was, it's leather. I'm not a huge leather guy, because especially in Florida, it gets hot, it gets muggy. You're gonna stick to that motherfucker. It's not comfortable.
Yeah. You want wicker everything.
No. Fuck no. I said I live in Florida, not I'm from Florida.
Island.
Yeah.
So...
But I like material, like cloth and shit like that. You can clean it off, but it's not hot and shit like that.
Yeah.
And
breathable.
So yeah, breathable. So I'm sitting on this, and we just asked the guy, we're like, hey, can we, gross. So I'm sitting on there going, do you have this but available in fabric? He's like, yeah, it's the same fabric as that chair sitting right there. And we're like, cool. Looked at it, felt nice, ready to roll, ordered it. It gets here, and this couch is so fucking uncomfortable. It is stiff. It is tall off the ground, but somehow my feet hang 1.5 feet off the end of the footstools.
Damn.
The back where your headrest is at, like if I lay my head back till it touches the headrest, I'm looking backwards over the couch. Like it's fucking ridiculous. I hate this goddamn couch.
That does sound horrible.
And now we're just kind of stuck with it, like, because Kara's like, oh, we can return it, we can do this, and I'm like, I'm not going through all that shit, dude.
Have you asked her to go find 6 tall dudes to stand behind it while you're sitting in it?
Yeah, just have somebody hold my head up.
You're gonna need lots of pillows, dude.
Yeah, well, I have a big, huge, it's like a body length pillow, a Batman pillow that I have, but I don't like to have to use that. Like if I lay on that motherfucker, I fall asleep.
He's got that Batman anime girl pillow that he sleeps with at night.
No. This isn't like a body person. It's not like a person pillow. It's
sure,
like
it isn't.
It's
probably Michael Keaton printed on the case. And you're just snuggling it.
Not even close. If it was any of them, it would be an animated series. So you're way off.
Keaton, I love you.
But it's definitely not. It's like a picture, like this blanket that I have kind of has the same Batman stuff on it, and it's just sewn onto it.
So you got a matching pillow and blankie. Nice.
Something like
Glad
that.
to know you're 3 years old.
I don't care. Motherfucker, we all have toys. Eat my dick about who's a 3-year-old. I don't care.
And he wears his... Oh, wait, I was going to say he wears his matching Batman underwear, but now we know he doesn't.
Underwears are for children. So, children and the incontinent. But
that's what diapers are for.
Yeah, that's my other $5 word.
That's more of a $3 word.
Yeah, so no, incontinent, no, that's a big one. Because it's a medical term. But yeah, so the couch is my biggest loss. Like I'm just not excited about it at all. I do everything I can not to sit on the couch. Like I'm playing games with the boys that they got for Christmas and stuff, and I literally pull out my gamer chair that sits right on the floor because I'd rather sit on that than the fucking couch to play games. Like it's crazy.
Fuck.
Rikki, I'm kind of surprised that you didn't ring up your man, Mr. Batman.
Well, that's not personally against me. You're talking about, Kevin Conroy passing. Of course, that did suck ass. That did kind of hit me pretty hard. It actually made my allergies kick in at work when I found out about it.
Like, and sadly, several other celebrities have passed away since we recorded last. I mean, we didn't talk about
even more sadly, some of them are still fucking alive that should be fucking dead. Like, it's crazy. Like,
that's pretty fucking bad. The Queen died. I mean, we didn't talk that much about the Queen.
It doesn't affect me. Don't care. Sorry that 100-year-old lady died.
We did mention it though when she did pass. And then of course Pele died. I
don't. That's not even real sport, so I don't care that he died.
To be fair, I didn't know who he was. Like,
you didn't know who he was. Even I know.
I know his name. I know who Pele is, but I didn't know his face.
He played for, was it Brazil? Wasn't it? He played for Brazil. Yeah. He's like one of the highest scorers in the World Cup ever.
I didn't know his face.
So many goals.
So when people were sharing the thing, I was like, "Who is this guy?"
He also did a lot of Viagra work in America.
Viagra work?
Yeah, he was like a face for Viagra for a while in America.
Yeah. Oh shit! Didn't know that.
Yeah, he was about kicking them goals 4 hours at a time.
It's like, do you need to be able to get it in? Try Viagra.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
But yeah, I think that's probably my worst purchase would be the couch, which is horrible. But
it makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad.
I can't think of any because I'm really weird about buying stuff. Like, if I don't like it, I get rid of it, or I just don't buy it ahead of time. Like, I'm very over analyzing and homeworking everything before I buy it anyway. So I don't really buy figures that are trash.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So before we move on to all our positives, because I tried to do that earlier, Shaun actually has sent in voice messages for once. So I'm going to go ahead and play them here, and hopefully everybody can hear. If not, I will download them in the edit, but we'll try it out here. So this is his worst TV shows, I believe.
Worst show is going to be a tie between Willow and She-Hulk. This is an example of why wokeness ruins everything. Mm-hmm. These two shows have so much wrong. It's ridiculous. This is what happens when you give Disney something. They take it, they eat it, they digest it, they sprinkle a little bit of chemical X on it, and then diarrhea shit it in your face and expect you to like it, and then wonder why you don't. Fuck them both.
Hey, he didn't mince words on that one.
Fucking, I love Shaun, dude.
Ricky's year just started off really good. So.
Dude, I fucking love Shaun, man. I fucking love that guy.
All right, let me figure out which one was his movies. Give me a second.
Worst purchase is gonna.
No, that was his purchase.
Worst show is gonna. Worst movie.
Okay, I found it.
It's Thor Dumb and Dumber. Look here, Tito Titty. You take your bullshit and you jump off a fucking bridge with it, man. You ruined a franchise that was going in a good direction, and you had to step in a giant pile of dog shit and throw it at the rest of us. You smell what I'm cooking?
Hold on, sorry. That was it was auto playing to the next one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be as good.
Yeah, that's as good shit.
He was trying to say titty with twisty.
Yeah. All right. This is his worst purchase, I believe. Hold on.
Worst purchase is going to be the jalapeno flavored sensual lubricant. Man, this shit smells like burnt hair and lost dreams. It lit my junk up on fire so fucking fast, I'm still feeling it 3 weeks later. The absolute worst thing on the world. Do not do it. Do not buy it. Do not give it to your best friend or your worst friend. Stay away.
Well, that's a new one.
Jalapeno lubricant? Who the fuck?
Who would want that?
What's the random?
I think he's just saying that so he can cover up the.
No, he's not.
Like, what's the most random thing I can come up with and throw into the podcast? Oh, I know.
Oh no, that's Shaun, dude. I promise you, that's
funny.
Not random. That's just
funny.
Him.
That's
he
good.
would be the guy who would have.
No, but I mean, but it's still random to go out and buy it. Is what I'm saying. But it's still good. It's hilarious. It's good stuff.
All right, so okay, that was his worst. Here's his life event.
The worst life event is going to be that goddamn jalapeno sensual lubricant. That shit is Satan's fucking spit. I think it gave me AIDS. It hurts so fucking bad. That's the worst thing ever happened to me in my life.
See, I told Shaun, like, when he first had to leave the show, that he need to keep participating like this. Like, just send fucking messages where you can just get your words out. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh man. Shaun, I love you, dude.
That
was amazing.
That is fucking funny. Jesus Christ.
Good
and
luck
topical.
Up that, Shoky.
And topical.
Yeah, very topical.
Exactly.
And it burns.
It burns. All right, so moving on.
Good luck following that up, Shoky.
There's no way to follow that up, but we're just gonna try anyways. All right, so going on to best/favorites of 2022. So my best shows, I'm gonna have a kind of a three-way tie because I had to double check to make sure one happened in 2022. I'm gonna say Ozark because the final season happened in 2022.
I hated the ending.
And I watched the whole fucking thing. Yes, I know the ending was horrible, but the show itself was so fucking good that I couldn't turn it off. Even though it's like the most anxiety-ridden show, like I think of anything. Next up, I'm going to say Stranger Things season 4 was way up there for me. Hey, your list can be distant. This is up there for me.
It's good. It's good show.
Shit, I'm gonna throw in one more just for the hell of it. I'm gonna say Shorzy because I discovered Letterkenny and Shorzy this year. So
then Letterkenny has to be up there. You fucking
the Letterkenny but Shorzy, in my opinion, is a better show than Letterkenny. So that's why I give it, even though I just watched the latest season of Letterkenny over the weekend. But at the top is going to be Andor. Like absolute top is Andor.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Andor was that fucking good.
So I have to get past episode 6 is what you're telling me?
Yeah, you should.
The fact that you're even hesitating is
how are you hesitating?
It's like the first two episodes were kind of not great. I mean, they weren't horrible, but they weren't great. But after that, it picks up.
You get past the third one. I think it's the third or the fourth
it's
one.
It's the first 3 are the hard ones. Everything past
once you get to like the prison stuff, that shit's amazing.
Yeah.
No, not even the prison. The heist. The heist.
Yeah, the heist.
The heist. Yeah, in general. Yeah. Once you get past the setup, the background setup stuff, then it gets good. But either way, yeah, those are my top 4 apparently. TV shows just knocked out real quick. There's other stuff in there, but those things are the ones that have meant the most to me, the things that I'm like would talk the most about, revisited the most. I mean, I've rewatched all of Letterkenny with the exception of season 11 twice. I've watched Shorzy 5 times in the interim. Andor I would definitely
cultural
rewatch.
Appropriation. 2 of y'all on here and you letting this fucking American just take over your shit like that.
That's all right.
They've seen it.
It's all right. He's like, it's Letterkenny. Fuck him.
All right. So my best movie, or at least let's say best. I'll go with top 2. I would say it's going to be The Batman.
Yep.
And I'm going to throw Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers in there because that movie was so fucking good.
It was good.
It was really good. I mean, compared to like half the garbage that came out this year that there were billions of dollars fucking spent on, like. To me, it's like that movie came out of nowhere, had no right to be as good as it was, considering all of the other bullshit that Disney did. Like, but that show kept in character, was basically a spiritual successor, if not an actual successor to Roger Rabbit, and was still a fun movie. Like,
yes, and I love all the little like the Easter eggs throughout that thing are fucking amazing.
Very much, very much.
The cinema over there, it just came straight to Disney here.
It was in theaters for just a little bit, and then went.
Was it in theaters?
It was in theaters for about 2 weeks, and then went to streaming.
I thought it was straight Disney Plus. I didn't know it was.
No, they went and got some real money out of it. Favorite purchases. I'm gonna say in general the entire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles / Universal Monsters line from NECA is so fucking good. Like, they're definitely my favorite figures of the year, period. Like, nothing from Power Rangers fucking even comes close. Regular kind of NECA-ish stuff. Even the movie Turtles, while really good, the creativity and detail work they put into this for those figures, all fantastic. Even if the Splinter is a little fucking weird. I'm going to be honest. He's a little fucking weird. But, of course,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, but it's just real. The Van Helsing Splinter is just weird. But I like it. It's like, it's good, but it's weird. But of course, my top purchase has to be my Christmas present to myself, the fucking PlayStation 5 God of War combo.
Did you get disc or discless? I've heard that.
Disc, but everything I've got is digital so far. It's like I bought the physical version, but it comes with the discount or the download code, so you don't get the physical game when you buy the PS5 for that. And you could ask Jessica. I've been playing it I played it for hours before we got started today.
Nice.
So
That's the thing. The digital thing is actually better because you can get around 10 games on there. It's not a big deal. But
I don't like digital because they can take it away from you at any point in time.
Yeah, sometimes those licenses can just go away. But like as it goes, like for the first 3 games I've got in there, so I've got God of War 2018, which I technically concluded this morning, story mode wise. So I'm just going through and getting the last few things, and then I might take a look at New Game Plus, where I guess is where like you can start over with more shit. And then I've also got the game Stray.
I saw you playing that. That's a really good game.
Yeah, it's fun. But I was letting the wife try to play it, and she hasn't played a modern video game in forever, if at all. So like her trying, how do I move the camera? What do I do? What? Oh my god, she rage quit.
How is she struggling with this? Aren't you just a cat walking around pissing on shit?
In theory,
like, how do you struggle with that?
Well, when you have a free floating camera that you control and you've never played a game like that.
She's used to fix cameras.
Yeah,
I got
she's used to fix cameras that follow you or whatnot, or side scrollers. Like
you might be able to turn that on, like check for an action camera. In the
no,
options.
there's not. It's just free floating like that, and it's not hard. Like, but then again, I'm used to modern gaming. Give her any side scroller, she'll kill it. You know, but give her a modern, actual free roaming world game. Well, she was having fun playing the game, and it's not like it's an action game. It's more or less a platform world explorer. It's a story game, which I've already seen all the playthroughs, so it's just actually doing it for fun. But I've also I do have God of War Ragnarok. Obviously, I got that with the PS5, but I wanted to play 2018 first, which I think I've got something like almost 19 hours in, like just with doing all the side missions. But it made the final bosses really fucking easy.
The 2018 one, man, I spent so much time doing those like challenges, like in the Niflheim and all that stuff.
Niflheim and Niflheim.
Oh my god, I fucking love that shit,
dude.
I tried to defeat all the Valkyries.
I'm on the Queen. I'm playing the Queen right now. Like that's where I left off.
Let me tell you, she's a bitch. But when you finally get that fucking that order down in your head, it's gonna be so easy.
Oh, no, I was doing a good job.
My ass like this.
I was actually doing a good job on her, but I was already like 15 attempts in, and I was like, shit, I only got like an hour to go record something before we got a podcast. So I was like, fuck. So I mean, that's where I saved was at her battle. So
and so many good games now to go into like as well.
Yeah. But what's real funny, like the last Valkyrie I had before fighting her was the one in Niflheim, the one you got to find in the maze. And I had been avoiding her forever because I'm like, fuck, I can't do a Valkyrie battle right now. So what I did is I went and killed 2 other Valkyries elsewhere that were fucking cakewalks, and then got all the upgrades prior to that. Found her in the maze and just whooped her ass. So it was so easy, dude. It was the only one I one-shotted. Because there's no redoing it at that point. You have to start over. It's one thing I hate about Niflheim, but like and I've got to go through Muspelheim again to get some more flame stuff to do some more upgrades just for the fuck of it. Which will probably make the Valkyrie Queen easier. But either way, that's definitely my top purchase of the year. Purchase. And right at the end of the year, like I will not regret it. Like on top of everything else, like I've gotten a lot of cool shit this year. I mean, some of the new age figures that have come out this year have been phenomenal. Yep. I've got some good model kits. I've got some decent statues, that I've had fun with, and other things around the house, a little bit cooler stuff. But, and I have purchases that have not come yet, which will be in my looking forward. That's what I say. That will be in my looking forward to. At the end here. So
by the way, so when we do this episode again next year, Alan, you have to have your daughter on because she's officially been on the podcast, and everybody who's been on the podcast has to be on the show again. So
we'll have to, anybody else who comes on will all have to come on to it, and it'll be a 6-hour fucking show.
Start her best and worst now, so she'll be ready.
And
she wanted to play with her dollhouse, so like
there you go.
In her house, she wanted to play with her Christmas present in her dollhouse. So
I meant to tell you that earlier when she was talking. You're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She's talking. I'm like, "Oh, don't be sorry," because now she's part of the cast.
She has to come on now. And then
And when they played the hillbilly music, she fucking loved it. Like,
that's funny. And then my best life moment of the year probably was when we went on vacation. We actually took the real vacation where we were gone for a week. Went to places we'd never gone to, ate some really good meals, got drunk on some good stuff. Just all in all, just a phenomenal high for the year.
vacations are always good.
Yeah, because we haven't taken a real vacation. Because the last time we tried, our house was flooding from the inside while we were gone. So it was ruined. It turned into one of the worst situations of the year. So, all right, but that's me.
Did you go out of country or did you?
No, just in Texas. But
Texas.
We just went and did things we'd never done. We went to restaurants we'd never been to.
I got sunburns.
Yeah, there were some sunburns involved. It was just fun. Because we'd been taking short vacations, just weekend getaways to the same city over and over, and just doing the same shit. We just don't want to be at home. We talked about that before. Basically, you just. Yeah, we weren't even though we were leaving, we weren't changing the scenery. We were still doing the same shit we would always do when we left. So really changing it up was a big deal. And, it was a beautiful week while we were gone too. The weather was perfect. Everything was just great about it. So, but like I said, that's it for me. I forgot who was next. Was it Rob?
Oh, it was me next. Yeah.
All right.
So let's see. Best life event for me was
I can't remember who was
my
next.
paternal aunt moving down from Staten Island to be closer to us. She bought a house here, fairly close by. So we were actually my wife and I were able to go have an actual adult dinner, sans kids. So that was kind of one of the better points of the year. Just having actual family a little bit closer made it a little bit nicer. Best TV show. I actually have two in my running. The first would of course be Andor because
hold on, Rob. Apparently Alan's having problems. He can't hear.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what happened.
You can hear me, but you can't hear Dormammu.
Yeah, I can only hear you.
Weird. What about me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
How about
You hear me?
I can hear you all now.
We can always hear you.
That was weird.
Yeah, he's just all wind.
Okay, have Rob start over because he was talking. I was talking to him.
Yeah, Rob, start over there. I'll edit that out.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sorry.
So best life event for me was my aunt from moving down to be closer to us, and my wife and I actually got to have an actual adult meal without the kids, and it was quite nice. So it's also nice just having family closer. My favorite TV show was essentially and I mean it's not a bandwagon thing, it really just is Andor, with actually a close second because I did watch it this past year. I don't really know if it was a 21 or a 22.
It doesn't matter if you watched it this year. Yeah.
Well, Peacemaker.
I forgot that on my list. It's on Shaun's list. And that's why you reminded me. It's like, fuck, that was a good show.
Yeah.
Really good. So I mean, Andor was that slow burn, but Peacemaker from back to front and was just wonderful.
So okay, hold on. Just sorry to interrupt. When did the Suicide Squad come out?
That was this year.
Was that this year too? Before Peacemaker?
It was early this year, though.
Yeah. It was early this year, and then Peacemaker was like summertime.
Okay, right. Yeah. So I would have to throw. Damn, I got to throw another movie in there too, because I definitely love the Suicide Squad movie.
Your list is over, Shoky. It's written down.
But no, because I thought it was the year before. That's why I wasn't sure.
Be fair.
It felt like it, right? It really felt like it.
2021 was a very long year because it rolled all the way through 2022.
Yeah.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
It felt the same.
No kidding.
We had 2 whole years in 1 year.
Same number of days.
Yeah. Best movie, Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That was good.
Still haven't seen it.
Still haven't watched it.
Oh,
Such a
dude,
good movie.
watch it.
Also, I
don't like subtitles.
I did want to bring her up
There
because
are no subtitles. It's all
there is no subtitles. Yeah.
It's in English, dude.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well, then I have no excuse. I gotta watch it.
Come on, short rounds in it.
This is all I keep hearing from everybody as well, is that this movie is just fantastic, and my wife and I just keep putting it off for some reason. I don't know why.
It's the real.
And I heard it's one of the. That's what I heard. It's one of the best time travel multiverse movies. Like it actually explains it and makes it make sense.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
so
it's not
we need to have
really
we need to have a watch
that.
night. That's what
It's really
Oh,
not
I like
all
it.
about that either. That's not the primary focus, but it's thrown in there in a way that kind of makes it more fun, and it has Jamie Lee Curtis in it too, which is
yeah,
kind
not
of out
looking like
there.
Jamie Lee Curtis, really.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know. I had to
exactly.
do a double take on that.
She looks a lot like her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
at this
kidding.
point, yeah.
Purchases. Now, two actually for me. The first was at the beginning of the year, and that was the MMC Optus Nox, the black version of Optimus Prime from the MMC. It is one of the best articulated figures. I was so pumped to even pre-order it, and I was even more pumped when I got it. Second on my list, though, for best purchase was the Mezco Wolverine, the one with the Sentinel set. No, well, here's the thing. For me, it was kind of a personal thing, in part because it's one of my it was one of my dad's favorite outfits.
Yeah.
But the figure itself is while it's the same size as the Marvel Legends, it's very posable. And it's really just I with the base and everything and the options, it's definitely one of my favorites. But the Nox takes that first place for me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's basically it. That's my list for this year.
Okay.
He's so succinct.
I know.
Yeah. All right, so that puts Alan up.
So what are we talking about first?
This
Your
is
best.
Talking about the best.
you can do in whatever order. Your best show, movie, life event purchase.
Best life event. I got my purple belt.
Nice.
Oh,
And
nice.
which form of martial arts?
Yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Nice.
He's a BJJ.
Yes. I got it there in December, so that was kind of a nice
Congratulations. That is a big one.
top up to a shit year. I don't want it. I want my white belt back.
I want to go back.
Yeah, you have more fun now. You've got like that big target on your back, so. So yeah, that was kind of fun. Best show and movie. I liked Game of Thrones. No one has really mentioned that.
The hot dude.
So, surprisingly, even though we liked it, we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
No, you haven't talked about it. I haven't got to my best list yet.
So far, I meant.
Andor was good.
Andor was good.
There was a lot of good shows and kind of movies out, but I don't know if you have watched it. Did you watch Wednesday?
Yes, we talked about it.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, we talked
No,
about
I
it.
actually haven't seen it.
Because
Go watch it.
You won't like it, Mike, because there's a girl in charge.
Oh, come on.
All
It's got nothing to do
several.
with a girl.
There's a lot of girls in charge. In fact,
That's
girls get it
someone
done
who
in that show.
Written badly.
Did you see they might lose the second season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Oh, wait a minute.
Dude, what about the second season?
Netflix might be losing it.
Really?
What? No, I didn't hear that.
Didn't hear that.
Yeah. Kind of something popped up there a few minutes ago.
By the way, we haven't even talked about The Boys season 3 either. We just completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that was this year, wasn't it?
That was this year. Damn.
Yeah, but
was
that's not on the best. That was a good show.
That
but
was
that's not
really
on the best
good, though.
for me.
Season 3 was
We're doing
great.
all these other things. Wow.
So many good things have come out since the last really good thing.
But here's my thing. Here's my question for you, though. These things that we're saying, like, oh my god, it's so much the best. Is it really that they're that good, or is it we came off 2 years of shit and they just look that great?
No,
That's
because
the
The Boys has
question.
been consistently good.
Yeah.
Peacemaker was surprising. Peacemaker
I still
was
say
coming from a
season-
barrel of shit.
I still say season 1 was way better than 2 and 3 on The Boys. But everybody talks about season 3 like it's the best.
Now,
I
season
don't
2
think it
was
is.
really good.
I wouldn't say it's the best.
It was probably the best.
Probably most hilarious.
Yeah.
But
If you know what I mean.
Well, see, like with Hot D, like I do kind of feel that is slightly overrated because we are coming off of like a lot of nonsense, and we did come off the really bad ending of Game of Thrones. We liked it; it wasn't bad, but it was a hype beast.
Yeah, the ending was very poor.
Yeah.
All right, so that was your show. What
Show
about
and
your
movies. He said movies.
I've got a good few movies. Obviously, you got to mention the Batman, and I think we discussed that.
Yeah.
But did you ever see Bad Guys?
The cartoon one?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
with
I
the
didn't
wolf
see
and all
that.
that. Yeah,
I did not, but I wanted to.
No, I didn't.
I think it could be Sam Rockwell. Is that the?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's-
Yes.
Yes.
It's brilliant. Like it was kind of like a lot of the movies I've seen this year are obviously kids movies because I've got kids, and I thought that was class.
Yeah, that's good.
Same-
Agreed.
Same with Minions: The Rise of Gru. I thought that was stupidly bad, but it was funny.
I didn't see it. I wanted to.
Yeah, I
It
haven't
was
seen it either.
it was not as good as the other ones, but it was good.
No, but it's not as good as the Despicable Me's, but it's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the original Minions movie, to be honest. It was just dumb. It was dumb fun.
Yeah, see, that's what they are. They are just dumb, fun movies that you can just sit down and
Enjoy
watch.
with your kids. Not be
Yeah,
too
if it's a
worried
kids
about it.
movie that
Yeah.
adults can also just have fun watching, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not even just to have fun watching it. It's also the not having to be on our guard, worrying about what our kids are seeing too. Like they can enjoy it, and I can let them enjoy it. I guess is how I say it.
yeah,
Yeah.
fair
You
point.
don't need to watch the other one if you know what I mean, because
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
connected. Purchases. Ooh, I did purchase a lot of shit this year.
He bought fancy. He bought fancy whiskey that is worse than Jameson.
Oh, I've had that for a while. I'm very happy with my Hot Toys Ahsoka. I bought 2 Hot Toys. I don't have a lot of actually only have 2 Hot Toys, and I'm happy with the 2 Hot Toys. Ahsoka and Rex.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I'm looking around. There's loads, but they've been my best purchases that I'm happy with. And finishing off some shelves, my Insecticon fans toys. Yeah. Finishing off some shelves.
Nice.
Yeah, that's always a good feeling. Like, I'm getting there too.
I'm just looking around, and I need 1 or 2 figures, and I'm finishing shelves. Yeah, my fans toys, my 2 fans or Hot Toys, I'm quite happy with as purchases.
Why not?
And also, on a weird note, is hopefully I get to travel this year, so I'm looking forward to that.
Well, that's coming up in our next part.
Well, I'd like
Well,
to, also put it as a bonus as I meet new guys and all the guys that I kind of meet in the other chats.
That's going to be the worst things on his list next year. I met those fucking Americans.
They're shit. Why was he Russian when you just did that?
Because he will be by the time he leaves. He'll be rushing to get out of here.
Oh, womp womp.
Ireland rule the world. You don't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Everywhere you go, there's an Irish bar, and everyone wants to be Irish.
Yeah, but are they really Irish bars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Depends.
Well,
Go in there and say something bad about Ireland and see what happens.
I don't know.
Eastern Canada,
After what
yeah.
Rusty did yesterday in the Zoom
He
call,
was so mad.
you legit pissed him off. That was a sight to behold because I talked shit about Ireland the month before and he did not get that mad.
Well, it's funny because I made fun of him like in the Zoom call before or whatever, and he didn't even react to it. And then last night I did it.
You hit the wrong.
I had to
nerve.
apologize. I had to like virtually hug him.
I was pretty drunk last night, though.
You were pretty
It
drunk.
was
last
awesome. I
night.
told you that's what it was.
I know.
It's
I
not
called
like
it.
we don't expect it. When it's that late on the Zoom call, of course he's drinking.
That's racist.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it was like we started that, like we finished that at 11:30 my time. So I had 2 bottles of wine, 6 Guinness, 4 Sierra Nevadas.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
Bottles of wine.
He literally had
did it
more
right.
volume of liquid, period, than I did all day yesterday.
Yep.
And I started that at around 6 o'clock. So yeah, so I was watching the football. So my team, the Bears, were playing at 6. So that's when I
So he
started.
was pretty smashed.
Yeah.
Hats off to you.
For those who don't realize, even though he's Irish, he likes American football.
That's because
Yeah.
that's real football.
No, I like sports.
It's
I
a
like
game
stuff
that
like-
ends with a score, so it's significantly better than the other football.
But 0-0 is not a score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How can you finish a game and not actually score?
Nah, most games do have scores.
Most.
It's like Mike in high school. All that
but-
work and no scoring.
Just
Whoa!
trying to drag
It is
Mike into the
true.
conversation.
I know.
Why are you
And now
I was
you've made
hoping-
it awkward.
There it is.
every fucking episode? Rick?
Nah,
Mhm.
because it's true. Ricky, you're
Yeah.
a jerk.
No, it's not. It's
No,
Rusty's turn.
Rusty.
I
It's
literally
Rusty's
put the
turn?
fucking. I put the order list in the fucking
did.
chat. And you still
I
fucked
meant
it.
to say Rusty.
It goes good
Came out
Canadian, Mike, and then Rikki.
Oh Jesus!
Good Canadian.
Wow.
Aw.
I'm ranking the Canadians.
We're so lovey-dovey today.
I will tell you, I was like, ever since about 1 o'clock my time, so like 3 hours ago, I was trying to think of a life event that happened. And I will tell you that, again, because my work just consumed my entire year, that I didn't get a chance to have any life events. So I almost had to lump, like, I two things, lump them in as purchases. One that I made and one that I didn't make, but I have a limited edition Mini Cooper that I use in my motorsports. It's a front wheel drive car. One of the things that's missing is a limited
Power?
slip. Well, no, not power. This thing
I'm just
weighs
fucking with you.
2,300 pounds. Buddy, you would be so. I'm
No,
so I'm 6'4".
Mini
Ricky, I'm the
Coopers
same
have
height
room.
as you.
I'm. By the way, I'm totally joking.
Yeah, no, I know.
Modern
I know.
Mini Cooper is the
Old Mini
Mini
Coopers.
Cooper. No, the Mini Cooper is the only car I've ever gotten into where I had to slide the seat forward back to get to the pedals.
Right.
It's the only car I've ever had to do that in.
And I'm 6'4" like you, and everybody watches me get out of this Mini, and they go, "You fit in that thing?" And I show them, I let them sit in the car, and I look at how much room is in this car. Anyway, so the car didn't come. The car's actually a limited edition track prepped car from Mini, but it didn't come in the limited slip differential, which is what applies power equally to all the tires all the time, right?
All two.
So I was really disappointed in that. And I've owned this thing for about 3 years, and so this year I said when I bought it, because it was a limited edition car, I would never modify it. I would always keep it stock, even though I took it out to motorsports and stuff. But it always bothered me that this thing didn't have this limited slip differential in it. And I finally said, fuck it. And I bought the limited slip differential, popped it in. What a huge difference this car, that thing makes in the car now. It's just power all the time when I want it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's the difference when in my car, my SRT, because I was used to driving normal front wheel drive cars with no LSD in it.
Yeah.
And I forgot that the SRT has one. And
An
I was like,
LSD
this
in it,
feels weird going around corners. It's like, what? Oh, yeah, because when you're not used to it, it is weird.
Yep. I will tell you, the first rip that I took, I stopped at a red light, and it was just after. So I had a mechanic buddy of mine that works at a shop, and I took the car to him because I was like, I wanted, have it done right. I don't want to fuck it up because I'm just a casual mechanic in my own.
A rusty one, even.
A rusty one. That is, yes. The rusty is the beard part. But anyway, so I went to him and he said, everything looks good. Let's go for a rip and just, make sure that, because you know your car better than me, make sure it's not making any weird noise or anything. So I said, okay. So we went out, got to a red light. I'm turning right. I look, there's nobody coming. So I'm like, tromp it. Nearly drove the car right into the ditch, right off the hop, because I wasn't used to the power being there all the time, and the car just ripped right to the right. And my buddy is like, "What are you doing?" Anyway, made it up the road. So that was a fun life event because the rest of my summer was so much more improved. I was enjoying the car more, and I was being more competitive. So the other life event I had happen was I showed you guys in one of the Bobby chats was. This Optimus Prime Andaseat gaming chair that my wife bought for me for my birthday, which she showed it to me. She actually found it and she showed it to me about 3 months before my birthday, and we poked around, and I was kind of doing what you were doing, Ricky, right? I was like, there's things we need for the house. We really shouldn't be, wasting our money on this. And then found out that it was only available in the US, and love her to death. She went and she actually downloaded a VPN client on her laptop so that she could spoof that she was in the US, just so that she could get on the Anda site.
Wow,
that's
to
impressive.
order the seat, right? Just to get the seat ordered.
Yeah, she's a saint.
And we have a mailbox in the US just for those situations where, because sometimes like places don't ship to Canada, right? So we're about 2 hours away from the border, so we can actually ship to the US and then drive down across the border, pick it up and bring it across. So she did all of that.
Smuggling.
Pretty much, right? So she smuggled this thing in, and then it was she's like, I need some help in your gaming room. Can you come with me? I said, sure. I come in, and she had the chair assembled in the room for me. I was blown away. So that was a fun life event.
Nice.
Yeah, see, someone else's purchase for you becomes a life event. That's what
Yes,
we've learned here.
right?
And to add to Rusty's list, his other life event was he got to be on here with us. So
yeah, that's fun. He discovered a new podcast that he can
I
come
discovered a podcast that I can regular on.
So I got a question though. With that company making the Transformers chairs, right? So they got what Bumblebee, Megatron, Optimus?
And Optimus. Yep.
They need to do a Constructicon. They need to do a Constructicon living room set, like the whole living room set. Sectional couch.
Wow.
Sectional Constructicon sectional couch.
They'll probably get that done before Mike gets my Soundwave box done.
They'll probably get that done before Fans Toys gets Dead End done.
It's cute that Mike thought I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I know you would
have to do like a Dinobot one.
That'd be cool.
Dinobot outside,
like a throne, like a Grimlock throne.
No, like playset outside, like a kid's like playset, like out.
Nice.
That would be fun.
And I will tell you, if somebody actually made a Constructicon couch there, like sectional, that I would buy that immediately, and it would be in the basement.
Green and purple all over.
Green and purple
the whole
leather,
thing.
The whole thing, wow. And it would be atrocious, and I would absolutely buy it.
But you can take the recliners off.
When you pop
Ottomans.
the recliners, it makes them transform. So they look like a robot.
Oh yeah, like the Lazy Boy ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
I'm saying this is a great. We need to contact this company and actually make it happen.
Auto transforming gimmicks when you do the Lazy Boys, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be.
And then it makes the It makes the transformation sound. When you like lean back and the front pops up for your legs.
That would get really annoying, honestly.
The cup holder pops out of the side or something.
There we go.
Well, they need to have Lazy Boys for younger guys that groan like an old man, like whenever you pull the handle. So it's like like when you lean
back.
That's a
dad groan.
Yeah, that's the dad groan. Yeah. So the chair has the dad groan built in for younger guys.
Nice.
That would be that would be funny.
Comment like, all
right. So that's your life events. What about movies and shows?
Shows. So Stranger Things and Handmaid's Tale for me. So Stranger Things 4. That was that storyline was fantastic. I loved it right from the get-go. Handmaid's Tale continues to blow my mind. Like you guys talk about shows that put you on the edge of your seat all the time. That show just stresses me and my wife out constantly and makes our jaw drop constantly. So we're totally loving that show. Reality show that I like, just to throw an extra one in, is Formula One. So that's the Netflix series where they basically follow the Formula One drivers around, again, because I'm into motorsports and stuff. But I do really enjoy like the behind the scenes stuff.
That sounds cool.
Like it is actually, because they do get into. They don't just follow the drivers around, right? They follow the pit crews around and the managers around and the general managers and what goes on behind the scenes and the sponsors and all that.
Do you like the left-hand derby? Is that something you're into?
What's a left-hand derby?
NASCAR?
I thought that was a setup for a dirty joke.
No, because you only turn left. You only turn left in NASCAR. So left-hand derby.
You know what?
That needs to be a dirty joke. We need to figure that out.
Yeah, seriously.
What's a left-hand derby?
For me, NASCAR for me is fairly boring because most of it is just the oval track, right? But I will tell you that the last year, this thing where the guys are like the last lap, the last turn, and they're just tromping into the floor, slamming the car against the wall, and whatever happens.
It's a drag race at the end. They don't care.
Like it just becomes a podium, and they get a podium finish out of it. And go,
so
guys
can we just shorten? Can we just shorten it to
2000?
Can we just shorten it to 15 laps then?
But I have the same problem with basketball. I'm like, can we just give both teams 100 points and 30 seconds on the clock, and whoever wins wins? Like,
to make basketball make it more fun. They start at 100 points, and for every minute that goes by, they lose a point until they score. So
there we go.
So it's constantly draining. So all this back and forth bullshit where there's not much happening on the court, they would just be trying to score to keep their fucking points high.
Yep. Movie. For me, it was Spider-Man: No Way Home, but it was more not about that. The movie was fantastic, but just all the nostalgia that was in there of seeing Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in there, right?
Yeah,
it was good.
And overall, I thought the movie was fine. It was just the nostalgia thing just made me smile the whole time. That like once they showed up and they were bantering with each other, I just had a big smile on my face. So I thought it was a big laugh, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
a lot of feels. A lot of feels in that movie.
That is a good one.
Yeah. Purchase for my wife and I was actually so this whole thing with COVID and not being able to travel, and we're still a little leery about getting on going out of country, getting on a plane and that. So we decided to buy an RV trailer. And we've been doing like a shit ton of camping every weekend that we can get out of the house,
Cool.
right? We
Hey,
just
that's life. That's life events too.
Well, exactly, yeah. So, like I said, like most of my purchases were also kind of life events for me as well. But yeah, the RV trailer was big new purchase for us, and yeah, we're absolutely loving it.
Nice.
We're
Is it a
looking-
fifth wheel or is it an RV?
No, just so it's actually a trailer, right? So instead of it being the fifth wheel, it actually just hooks on a ball.
Okay, so it's
So
one of
like
the
a pop
smaller
up,
ones.
like a pop up.
No, it's
See, that-
it's a 25 footer.
No, they have the
Oh, it's a
shorter
pull
ones.
along. Okay.
Yeah.
Pull alongs. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have to have the fifth wheel to pull some
See,
of those.
Yeah.
Now, if
Caravan.
you dare
We
get
call
around
them
the Great
caravans.
Lakes,
What's
yeah,
that? Al?
caravans.
We call them caravans.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a-
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
caravan. Yeah, that's a caravan.
Yeah.
See, now,
It's like
now
the-
if you
like the
dare go
silver
around the
bullets.
Great Lakes, if you dare go around the Great Lakes, then you're gonna have to come out here and do some camping there, dude.
Yeah, we might actually be doing that in the summer because my family's out west, so we were talking about driving out this summer and
We can
going
get
across
we can
the
get
country.
Rusty and Mike in the same place on the podcast,
There
Oh
we
my
go.
god.
or
Nice.
he can have you can be on each other's channels.
Oh, but
I'm
I tell you,
contacting the NSA
freaking
right
going
now.
around the Great Lakes, though. Oh my god, it's such a
Two
pain going
Canadians
up and
meeting
down
up.
those
That
hills.
sounds like some World War
Jeez.
III
the
shit.
the NSA,
Cross Ambers.
Yeah.
National
Yeah.
Security. What do the Americans care about what the Canadians do?
Because
Yeah,
two Canadians
exactly.
meeting in the wilderness sounds
That-
like some World War III
No,
shit.
that what you just said
No.
was exactly the point.
Mhm.
Why should the Americans
My
care?
God, they're organizing. Damn
That's
it,
it.
we
There are
can't
two
let
of them
that happen.
together.
There's two Canadians
Two
talking.
Canadians and a moose. That's the end of the world as we know
That's a riot.
It's
yeah.
better than an ostrich.
it. No.
And just to nerd out for a second, this Phantasm figure from Fans Toys for a purchase is actually a really decent figure. I'm really enjoying it.
Nice.
Nice.
You should all check out my review that's coming out very
God
shortly.
damn it.
I had to plug myself just for a second.
Plug,
Just-
plug,
You can
plug,
plug at the
plug.
end.
Yeah, because you know
Plug it away.
Shoki's not going to do it.
Plug
Let him-
You feel free to plug.
Plug
because Shoki's
Shoki.
definitely not.
What's up,
Plug
Al?
in the middle.
And it
Yeah.
Yeah, here, watch. Here, hey guys, link in the bio. Not his though.
Mhm.
Well-
Thank you, Ricky,
well, like
for
I said-
mentioning that like a good host.
Like I mentioned all that shit earlier while you were
But you
sleeping.
can't click on
apparently.
none of it while he was talking. You can't click on any of it. There's no links.
Just for that,
I
Mike's
just-
links are gone. Just for that, we're removing Mike's links.
Oh, whatever.
Well, I only plug myself because I know I'm not going to get into the description down below like you promised. so-
You will.
My man.
Well,
Look
'cause
at
you
that.
were on-
Watch that. I'm gonna start my own podcast
'Cause-
with
'cause-
hookers and blow.
And the wife looks over. What the fuck?
Ricky,
is
you
talking
can
about?
co-host.
All right, over
nice.
to who's next? Mike?
Mike is
Yep.
I suppose, yeah.
other Canadian.
The other
Other Canadian. That's it.
Canadian 1.0.
Canadian too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, best of 2022 life event. Okay. Well, I guess after all the messed up shit of losing our place, I suppose where we're kind of at now, because what ended up happening, there was a store on the main drag here in town, and it was empty for a few months. And I mean, like, seriously, dude, I was like going through some pretty bad depression and whatnot. I mean, there were times my wife and I, we would park in the parking lot here, and we would just talk. And I mean, there were times, dude, I would just break down sobbing, not knowing what the hell's going on, right? And then a few months ago, my wife noticed that this store here it was like completely empty for a few months, and she's like, you know what? I know we're not paying a lot of rent where we're at my son's basement apartment. Wouldn't it be cool if, we could open up a shop? You could do your graphic design. I could do my photography, because she lost her photography studio, where we were previously. And it's like, yeah, but, opening up a shop, I mean, it's going to be like, probably a couple $1,000s in rent or something like that, right?
All right.
Because, I mean,
First and last month in security and all that shit.
yeah, exactly, right? So my wife got a hold of the guy, and, we took a look at it. And like, it's old hardwood floors. I mean, like 100-year-old hardwood floor. It looks beautiful, I think, at least. And this is like one of the original stores that was here since the town became a town, right? It used to be the undertaker's place. Upstairs in the apartment above, that's where they did the embalming, and then they brought the bodies down to.
Oh, I thought you meant the wrestler.
Yeah, no, I wish
that would have been cool.
That was not cool like that.
So hey, we had Rowdy Roddy Piper. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. What?
You heard me.
Plus the wrestling school in Calgary. Anyway, the point is, we checked out the place, and the guy only wants $1,000 a month, no damage deposit. We just pay what little electricity that we use here, and that's it. That's it. So $500 for me, $500 for my wife. No damage deposit. We could just go ahead and make whatever changes we wanted to the place, which we did. Had to move a wall partition, so we were like a solid month just trying to prep up the place like crazy. And
this is where the internet was not hooked up properly.
Exactly.
That you were ranting about.
Damn month for a month and a week or something like that, waiting for the freaking internet to be hooked up. Oh my god, it was driving me nuts. I had to literally go off the guest internet and the business next door, right? And that was rough enough. Otherwise it would have been on the podcast like a lot earlier. Right?
Yeah, free internet is the worst.
I know, right? When you barely get the signal. But
I'm sorry, free internet is the worst. Have you ever been into a restaurant where they give you free internet? Oh my god!
I don't. Oh my god, Becky! I don't connect to their internet in restaurants. I don't trust them.
That's what VPNs are for.
But no, I mean,
Friendlies is the worst. It's like syrup.
Yeah, pretty much. And I've had customers come in already, like more than I got when I was freelancing. I have one guy that came in. He wants a board game designed. I got other businesses coming in that are wanting stuff done even more. I'm doing an animation for a guy that has over 300,000 followers on YouTube that I got to do an animation for. He's all the way in Burbank, California. And he said, you get this done. And he's already put half the money down on it already. He said, you get this done, there's going to be a lot more customers coming your way, dude. It's like, wow, right? There was and Rusty might know this. Across Canada, there was a cleaning product called, what was it called? Orange TKO or TKO Orange, I forget. And it was like in a lot of hardware stores and whatnot, just an orange-based cleaning product. And it was like,
sounds familiar.
It's called Orange Stuff over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Gojo.
Yeah, it's basically
Something
Gojo.
Like
yeah.
Orange TKO is what they called it up here in Canada.
Gotcha.
Anyway, the owner came in. He actually lives in this town. I had no idea. But he wants me to redesign his entire website, redesign his entire product labels, like rebrand his entire product because it's the
that's not
right?
Gojo.
No.
Yeah, that's like a cleanser.
Yeah,
got it.
But it's and I just had a guy because I was muted earlier, but I have another guy that is wanting to do an entire website that's could be worth a few $1,000s of some sort of timeshare homeopathy kind of thing that he's doing.
Was his name Emil?
Maybe.
Blonsky.
So, that, and for Christmas, my wife got me a green screen, which is like pretty awesome. So, like I mentioned earlier, on the worst, this is probably, one of the best life events of 2022 that's happened. So
nice.
It's
started off rough,
ended on a good note.
Yeah.
So, let's see, best TV shows or anime.
She-Hulk.
You
got it.
I don't know. Andor was pretty good, I thought. But
is there anything that was just like blew you away?
Blew me away. My God, I got to think here. I wouldn't say really anything that blew me away.
Your mom. Sorry.
I don't know because I haven't really watched a lot of stuff.
And FYI, that's why he's the #1 Canadian. Just
that's what I said. The better Canadian.
Yes.
The good one.
Let's see, anime.
If we hold out for even better Canadians, we might get Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
We couldn't handle Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, I try.
Yeah, because with everything going on, I haven't been watching a lot of TV shows because just getting a business set up and all that kind of stuff. Anime, Chainsaw Man, not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I liked a couple I saw. I just haven't kept up with it.
Yeah. And as for live action, like TV show Andor, that was actually better than I thought it was going to be. So I was actually quite surprised. It's kind of nice to see a darker corner of the galaxy in the Star Wars universe, right?
Did you know there was other planets besides Tatooine in fucking Star Wars?
Yeah, amazing. Who would have thought? So as for movies, I know Ricky's best was Bros, but mine, it would have to be Top Gun Maverick.
Sorry to tell you, that's also on my top list. So don't judge me. You don't know me, sir.
You know what? God.
Top Gun Maverick, I thought was really, really good. It did not have any woke shit in it whatsoever.
I'm Paramount.
Which I don't have.
You could watch it as a standalone, or you could just watch it as a continuation. My 12-year-old at the time, when we went to go see it, she actually really liked it. It was well written, it was well performed, it was well directed. It was a great movie, I thought.
See, I think.
Hold on a second. You said, I'm sorry, Rusty, real quick, but Mike said a couple of things that have kind of sat in the back of my head and stewed, and he just said something that really made it all kind of click in. You said you're staying at your son's place, like the apartment below his place, and you have a 12-year-old daughter.
Yep.
So how does procreation work for somebody who hates women so much?
I don't hate women so much.
God damn, Rikki.
Oh man,
that might have been below the belt.
Come on, man. I love my daughter.
That
I
might
was
have
talking about his wife. I was not talking about his daughter. Y'all relax. I would never talk bad about your children, Mike.
That may have been slightly below the belt.
No, you've really made it awkward.
That's
really,
where weaknesses
that's
are.
where Mike has a problem with most of these movies. Is what's below the belt.
We got a store, and I made a changing room for her photography studio, so we have that. There you go.
Mike doesn't hate all women. He likes his wife and he likes his daughter. Just fuck the rest of them.
That's right. I told
as long as they're woke. That you forgot about that aspect of it.
And what is the name of your store, Mike?
Well, I mean, mine is Freelance Graphics.
Yep,
with a K.
With a K at the end.
You choose where the K goes.
That's right. It's right at the end.
Okay, so you stuck with the same name. Okay, right.
Yeah,
it's a storefront for the business.
Right. Yeah. Understood.
Because we got two display windows basically here. So on one side I got mine, and on the other side, my wife Susan Lorber Photography. Right. So
okay.
Turn your face towards the mic.
Yourself.
I did, but I don't care.
So
come at me.
So which government agency is actually using your store as a front?
Yeah, exactly. All of them.
the Canadian Moose Ministry.
That's right. All
the Ministry of Mooses.
The RCMP? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I know what the RCMP is. That's the one that fake shit that cartoon Dudley Do-Right was about.
Oh yeah.
Hey, they made a live action Dudley Do-Right movie.
Yeah, they did.
Terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Brendan
Snidely
Fraser?
Whiplash? Yes, Snidely Whiplash is one of those villains that I refer to constantly that people forget about in old cartoons. I love Snidely Whiplash.
I do too. Yeah.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking.
Just be happy.
Yeah.
Have another drink, buddy.
As for purchases, let me think here.
A storefront.
By the way, sorry, while he's thinking, I think Tom Cruise is a giant scumbag, and I hate the fact that everything that he touches is fucking fantastic. I hate it.
I know, right? It's like acts like a douchebag towards the people that are working for him.
Thanks a lot, L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, L. Ron Hubbard ruined Tom Cruise for everyone.
No, L. Ron Hubbard made everything he touches gold. It's part of his alien magic.
Only if you're in the top 1% of Scientologists.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Probably Moon Studios Raiden. I really like those train bots.
Good.
It's a good point. Yeah,
they were pretty good. And I've always wanted a big giant train bot combiner. So probably that. And
just in general, I just wanted one. Someone made one. It's awesome.
And,
I've been waiting for it. Thomas Tank Engine was sleeping on that shit.
Come on, not the Karatami ones.
Did you see there already is one? There was like a third party one that made the Thomas.
No, I know, but that was
and,
it was like a fourth party.
And probably this, and probably
no
this
such thing as fourth party.
Yes, there is.
So
it's KO.
And the green screen that my wife got me for Christmas. So even though I didn't purchase it, my wife did for me. So
yeah,
there.
That's a life event. This is a green screen.
Well, that too, yeah.
Well, technically, if you share the same bank account, it's your purchase.
We don't.
I know. We had that talk this not long ago. Actually, that's funny. All right, is that gonna be it for you then, Mikey?
That is it for me.
All right, we'll move on to the Rickster.
Alrighty, so we're doing the best of, right?
Yes.
Let me pull up this fucking list thing.
See if I can.
I mean, if only we'd been talking about it for the last hour, you probably could have.
You think I pay attention when you motherfuckers talk? Are you new to this show?
He's just waiting to insult Mike. Is just all it is.
I'm just looking for a snoring sound effect that I can play in behind Ricky's whatever.
I got you covered.
I got you. On that one, let me go ahead and make Rusty feel bad.
Okay.
Getting officially married to my wife is the best life event of the thing happened to me this year.
Nice.
Now snore away, motherfucker.
Cue snore effect. Cue snore effect.
I'll add an awe effect in the.
We've been together for the better part of a decade, and we just went ahead and made it official this year and got it over with.
Were you together for the shitty part of the decade too?
I mean, we've been. Well, yeah, because I've always referred to her as. You know how many people didn't know that we weren't married when we got married? Like, because I've always referred to her as my wife. She's my wife. I treat her like my wife.
Nice.
I call her my wife. It's literally just a piece of paper now. It's just now legally the United States government says she's my wife.
When did you do that?
In March. Nope, July.
I was gonna say it's middle of
June
summer.
23rd. June 23rd. Sorry.
You should know this, Ricky.
It's so many dates, and ironically, we chose our anniversary date as our wedding date.
That's not irony. That's ease of use.
But I still fucked it up. So, but I got there eventually, pretty quick. So
yeah, that's why you tattoo it on your forearm so you can read it to double check.
No, that's for my next Transformer tattoo. I don't got time for that.
Yeah, just integrate it.
But
it's the mileage.
Yeah, it's
how many miles and miles? Never mind.
It just I was like really.
I
got really sick.
I mean, 3 inches at a time. Miles take a while.
Yeah, true.
What?
But she's used to 3 inches at this point.
That's what I'm getting at.
Ricky. There you go.
But but I'd gotten like really sick and ended up in the hospital. And they never did figure out what was wrong with me, but I was like completely incoherent, unable to talk, and she was trying to tell them what was going on. Florida. And the doctor literally told her that they can't listen to her because she's not my wife legally. So we're like, okay, well, we're gonna fix that shit and get it over with. So we just
the marriage is
make
not
it official.
Convenience. I see.
No, we've been married. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
it's a piece of paper that makes it convenient.
The paper
for the
is the paper is of convenience. So yes.
Wait, so sorry, you guys don't have like a common law?
They used to. They got rid of it a few years ago.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they used to have a 7-year common law here in Florida, but they got rid of it probably about 5-6 years ago now.
Texas still
too many cousins.
Once they made it legal for same-sex marriages, they just went ahead and got rid of common law because it was unnecessary at that point.
Except that other people use that anyways.
Yeah, I know, but that's what their thought process was that it wasn't needed anymore from that point forward.
They adapted it for gay
where
marriage.
the phrase "gator baiter" comes from.
Yeah. So that was a big life event. Any of y'all that listen along have followed that. I coached my kid's baseball team. He won his first ever championship in Little League baseball this year. So that was really cool to be able to get to do that with him and share that moment with him. So that was a big one. That's a memory that I'll never be able to get rid of because I've tried to explain it to him. My parents divorced when I was 9 months old, and the sperm donor wasn't around my whole life. So I get to not, I always talk negatively about those parents that try to force their kids to relive their memories for them to keep those glory days going. Well, I didn't have those.
That vicarious bullshit.
Yeah. So this I get to do vicariously as a positive though, because I didn't have that with my father as a child. I do get to have it with him as my child. So it was a big moment for both of us, like just to be able to make that memory. You still snoring over there, Rusty? Or you broke out the
No,
have you broke out the napkins? Are you crying yet?
I'm crying. I'm good.
Yeah.
Rusty's over there editing.
Yeah. He's like, fuck this idiot.
He's
I'm
muting
doing
and shooting that Phantasm review right now.
He's like, he thinks I'm fucking listening. Yeah. Plug.
Oh, another American fucking telling his life story about, look, I've heard it. Anyway.
Yeah.
I know.
So I got that, and
Yeah.
ironically, like doing this podcast, like, I mean, there's been a couple times we've bumped each other's heads and stuff, but it's always fun. And at the end of the day, past the couple head bumps, it's been like a fun to do this with these motherfuckers. It's nice just to sit down and talk, like arguing, screaming adults sometimes.
You're welcome.
I think Rikki forgot which podcast he's on. This isn't Rome Hatton Project. This
No,
is
I'm getting there. I'm getting there too.
Okay.
I'm getting there too. Being tapped to be on one of the Realm shows was really kind of cool. Like, completely caught me off guard. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all, because I was still relatively newish. And that's been really cool too, to hang out with those guys. It's just a different kind of vibe. And then another big life event is I passed my 1 year working anniversary for Bobby, so that was cool. Being able to do that.
The 3 of his big life events are all podcast related.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm a fucking loser, dude. I don't like to go out and deal with fucking people in the real world.
All the podcasts he works for now.
I fucking hate people, so I don't go anywhere. So before I started doing this stuff with all you guys,
why
I literally
are you
sat here by myself.
Because he hates going places for people.
No, I hate peoples. I don't consider voices over the internet as peoples. They're just voices.
We're not people. Yay! Thanks.
Because at the end of the day,
that's racist.
We're only 3/5 of people.
Hang up. I could just hang up and not have to listen to the.
So we're only 3/5 of a person here.
Yeah, okay.
That's it. And
that's why the cameras are all turned off.
Well, that's just because it saves my battery.
Save bandwidth and battery.
Yeah. On my phone, it'll drain my battery.
I mean,
like,
most of us are on a computer.
Put it in perspective with us talking. I was literally at 100% when we started, and even with cameras off, I'm already down to 55%. Like, this recording
because this show goes so long, he doesn't do it.
Fuck out of it. So those were my big life events, I think, this year.
Excellent.
That I can think of.
Those are all good things.
Yeah, I well, considering it's on my best list, I hope so.
Yes.
I got to go. Oh, well, I guess there's a couple of like trips. I got to go on trips were really big this year. I got to go to BotCon in Nashville and hang out with a bunch of the Rome guys up there. Went to Skullfest. Yeah, hung out with Bobby and all them up there. And then I got to go to Chan and JD's wedding in Pennsylvania, and that was like the first big road trip that I got to take with my kids. They went with us. And it was beautiful up there. Chan and JD they really are 2 of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life, and their house is beautiful. Their wedding was beautiful. It was just a fun time, and it was really nice up there. So that was pretty cool.
Which segues into
TV show, Rikki.
TV shows?
No, I was gonna say a purchase.
Oh, well, that purchase is the last on this list, but
I know,
yeah,
but that was your segue.
Well, you know how I am with segues.
Yeah.
I either point them out when somebody else does them, or I miss them completely,
or you ride them off the cliff.
Yeah.
Like
I can just jump this into purchases, I guess, like he's saying. Changing up my masterpiece to legend scales to make more room for all my other collections. So I've had a lot of good purchases and trades and stuff this year for legend scale stuff. Top of my head, the New Age Grimlock and Skyfire were amazing. I love the Devastators. I got both sets. Like they're all, I haven't really hated any of my legends that I've gotten. I've only had one issue with a MFT Blitzwing. And other than that, like, I've liked all my legends. Let's see what else. I'm enjoying my Joes because it's getting me back. Not really even getting me back into, because I started when I used to be real heavy into Mezco. Like, I had over 120 Mezcos at one time, and I was building not dioramas, but like pieces, like crates and shit like that, and different props for my Mezco stuff. And I got a bunch of painting equipment to be able to paint stuff and whatnot. And then it just kind of, when I got out of Mezcos, it just kind of collected dust. Well, I've been able to break them back out again, practicing with my airbrushing. Shaun's helping me walk me through a lot of that. JD's helped walk me through a lot of that. So like reaching out to people and learning I love learning new things, and improving upon capabilities. So I've enjoyed that a lot. I guess that would be another big positive, would be getting to do that one show with Shaun, and I'll never get to do it again because now this piece of shit just sends in voicemails like a motherfucker. So,
which I do have his positive list as well.
Yeah, fuck his positive list.
So Rikki, let me
ask to come on here and say it.
So Rikki,
I haven't finished, and just so you know, I purposely ignored the natural segue that was created to put that as the last thing I talked about as my purchases.
You're an asshole.
Yeah. But then I also picked up HasLab Unicron while I was in Pennsylvania.
Another passenger for coming back.
Yeah. Like, ironically, we were on, like, they had a Zoom call for Bobby while I was driving. And so I just put it on the camera and I had my earbud in. So, in case anybody said anything, my kids are in the car, I don't have to worry about it. And I was just driving with it playing. And if people had been paying attention, they'd look right over my shoulder into the trunk. They would have just seen this fucking huge globe, because I couldn't even bring the box. It wouldn't fit in the trunk of the car. I had it completely emptied out of the box and just bring the figure loose with all its stuff. So it was just a big, huge Unicron globe sitting on top of all of our bags in the back. It was hilarious. So that was a big one this year. Really good deal with price and trades and stuff for that one. I made out like a bandit on the end of that one. Shout out to Jose. Both my Unicrons I own, I got both of them from him. So I had the Studio One and the HasLab now. So that'd be pretty much it for purchases, I guess, because it's random stuff like I got that Soundwave helmet, that 1-1 helmet. Actually, Kara and the boys gave it to me, I think, for Father's Day.
That's not a 1-1. It would be enormous if it was 1-1.
You can put it on your head and wear it. It's a 1-to-1 scale.
It's a human scale.
Yeah, I don't scale to a fucking robot, you dick face.
That's what I'm saying. It's not 1-to-1.
Oh, eat a bag of dicks.
It would be cool to have.
It's a full-sized helmet. How about that?
Actually, having a 1-to-1 Transformers head like in your living room would be kind of cool.
Yeah. So I have that to add to my Soundwave display. Yeah, pretty much, because they're 10 foot tall, so it'd be huge.
Be roughly a 4-foot head.
Yeah. So I got that. That we'll call that for purchases. I don't know. There's so many things.
There's so many things.
Something will pop
it's supposed
up.
to be best, not every.
Yeah. But I am talking about best. These are the best of different things that I've gotten. It's not just the one best thing.
All the things I bought were great. They were all awesome.
They're all at least good
at the time.
Not really. They're all at least good, because, like I said, I do a lot of homework, man. I don't just fucking pull triggers on shit.
Yeah.
Like I got my first two Mythic Legions. I got the Santa Claus and the Headless Horseman, and those are great figures too. But they aren't on my best list. But it's the best Santa Claus figure I have. So there you go.
That counts.
I actually kind of thought what is that other brand that the Naughty or Nice figures?
I think that's Mythic Legions too.
I don't know if it is, but like if it is, I was looking at those on BBTS. I'm like, I kind of want some of these Santa Clauses, like the redneck version.
I think that's
Lumberjack Santa.
I could be wrong. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's pretty fucking.
Their
cool.
Their Krampus look pretty cool.
Yeah.
They should do a Rob Liefeld Santa Claus one.
Yeah, have big old man boobs, like a big shelf on his chest.
That's right. No wrists.
Yeah.
The big sword.
No feet. He'd have no feet. They'd just stop at the shins.
Yeah.
And lots of pockets. Lots and lots of pockets.
Oh, you can't have.
I mean, Santa already has the biggest pocket there is, so I think he doesn't need extra.
That's true. Pocket dimension.
Yep, exactly.
But
movies, TV shows.
Okay, so movies, The Batman. Like, I know a lot of people have their problems with it, and I don't think it's a perfect movie.
I still haven't watched.
As an overall Batman movie, that's probably my most enjoyable to done and watch, because it finally fully realizes the world's greatest detective part of Batman that so all the other ones have kind of left to the side. I know the Nolan trilogy kind of touched on it some, but you don't have to be the world's greatest detective to flip over a playing card and see a Joker on it and go, it must be the Joker. That doesn't make you the world's greatest detective. That just means you did good and hooked on phonics. So
yeah, it's like Captain Obvious.
Yeah. So I think this one really dove into that detective part of it, which I really appreciated, seeing that the brain part of Batman instead of just the brawn part and the gadgets part. And then Maverick, of course, I was going to say that too. Yeah. I went in thinking that this movie was going to be dog shit. I thought it was going to fall under the same thing we just talked about earlier with Willow and stuff. Like,
Mhm.
quit fucking reaching that far back and redoing and continuing and soft rebooting these old things. Make something fucking new. I'm here to tell you right now, I ate every bit of that crow after that movie because I like that movie more than the original Top Gun. Like, I thought it was just fucking phenomenal. It touched all the right nostalgia notes. Everything that it did nostalgic wise was almost like a background Easter egg thing. They didn't like, oh, hey, remember this one thing? You remember that from that one movie? They didn't do that. Like, even the ones that were like right in your face, like main part of the screen, they weren't like just sitting there dragging it into your face to remind you that it's from the old movie. And the one time they actually did do that, it worked well because it made sense with the characterization that was happening in the movie at that time. Like,
It was
when
a
he
good
was playing
nod off when
Yep.
they had Jennifer Connelly in there because she
Mhm.
was the admiral's daughter that was
Mhm.
mentioned in the first movie.
Yep. Well, it
know,
was the one
which
that
is
was
good.
more like the in your face one was like when the son was playing the piano
Mhm.
and they did like that crossfade of Goose playing Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
And that's very in your face, hey, member berries, but it worked well in this movie because you were watching it like Rusty said, I can't stand him as a human being.
Yeah.
But Tom Cruise is a good decent actor and he does do good movies.
He's probably one
And
of the last action performers out there.
yeah, and you could see it on his face. You could see that, oh my God, this reminds me of that. Oh my God, that
Mhm.
makes me sad because my friend died. Oh my God, I'm happy because this guy reminds me of my friend. Like, you saw all that shit play out across his face like instantaneously. It was great.
Mhm.
So love that movie. One that will probably surprise some people that jumped up there for the same reason. It was member berries and nostalgia driven, and I think a lot of Maverick and this one, it might be kind of what I talked about earlier. Is maybe those movies are so great because all these things have been so great because we're on the heels of such shit. I think Maverick and this movie got so many points from me because it didn't fuck the pooch as much as everything else has with that whole, hey, remember the 80s? Let's remake that. And it is A Christmas Story Christmas. That movie was damn near perfect. Like, as far as a direct sequel and a Christmas movie,
Still gotta
and
watch that.
it was damn near perfect. Like, it hit all the notes. It made me cry. It made me laugh. It made me remember the old movie. I loved sharing it with my kids. Being older and having kids of my own, I get to reflect more and understand the old man more. And seeing that impact on this movie, it really got me in my feels in a good way. And I got to cuddle with my kids on the couch and just watch it and have a good time with them. And it was a good movie. So those would probably be my best movies of the year.
Cool.
Best TV show is obviously not She-Hulk. It is Andor. And very specifically one part of Andor. I think it was episode 6. When they're going to jump off and Andy Serkis's I don't know how to swim line. I have watched that episode, that one episode 7 or 8 times. And every fucking time it catches me in the back of my throat. Like, I want to start crying when he says it.
Yeah.
Perfect delivery, perfectly acted, and just all the emotions just put out there on the screen. And it's just beautiful. That one line alone is better than anything else Disney Plus has put out this year. Just that one line, just that one little spot is better than anything else Disney Plus has done this year.
Yeah.
And the fact that it had a good show wrapped around that makes it even
There's
better.
a really good show around that line.
Yeah, it's a great show, and it's a one line. And in any other actor in any other show, it would have been a throwaway line like, "Oh, of course you can't fucking swim, you fucking doof."
But they didn't do that.
Yeah, there it was very dramatic and very driven and very poignant and just perfectly done by Andy Serkis. And I hope no motherfucker ever puts him in a mocap suit again, because that dude can act his ass off and he deserves to be on screen.
True.
I'd love them to give him be able to do something directorial with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's directed a few things. Yeah.
He's done the latest Planet of the Apes. Like, I think he's involved in that.
Yeah, he's
I
still
love
involved
those
in the Planet of the Apes
Yeah,
franchise.
when he was Caesar, like damn near perfect.
Yeah, because he also acted Caesar too.
It's hard to believe
so
that this guy was Smeagol in Lord of the Rings to go all the way from that to this.
Yeah, it's
Phenomenal.
crazy. It's crazy.
Dude had range.
Yep.
I mean,
and
he wasn't terrible in King Kong either.
Nope.
He had a horrifying death.
I hated how he was like how he was written, like how I hated how he looked, but him as Klaus, what's his face, fucking from Black Panther.
Yeah,
he played it great.
Claw.
Like I hated the fucking arm mechanic and all that. I hated that shit.
I loved him,
but he played it great.
I loved him in Age of Ultron and in Black Panther. He was great.
Yeah. He was perfect in those.
Yeah, his whole thing. It's like, what scares you? Jelly or cuttlefish?
Cuttlefish.
The cuttlefish thing.
Yeah.
They use their lights to distract you and then they kill you.
Yeah. That is 1000% the top of my best shows. I've enjoyed other shows. I enjoyed Stranger Things, and I enjoyed still enjoying Ghosts with the wife.
What about,
we got a new one.
What about Gurren Lagann, since you dipped your foot into
I was going to get to Iron Blood Orton because I saw that you made sure you put anime on that list.
Yep.
I'm not again, if you're new to the show, I'm not a huge anime person, not because I dislike it. It was just never my thing. So I never really got big into it. I know a little bit about it and I don't hate it. I just kind of nothing it. But Shoky and Joe finally talked me into watching Iron Blooded Orphans, and I loved the fuck out of that show.
Yep.
For the same thing, like if you look past the joking and the bullshitting that I do, it's emotional connections. It's something that drives an emotion is what I like. Like if it makes me react emotionally to it is usually when I like it or don't like it. And Iron Blood Orphans definitely did that. Like I've never watched a fucking cartoon that made me want to cry before. Like it was good. It was a good show.
Did you ever see Princess Mononoke?
Nope.
Mononoke.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
It's a Studio Ghibli movie.
It's a Studio
Yeah.
Ghibli.
Okay.
I'd be like you. I don't like manga and all that kind of animation stuff, but that's a beautiful movie. It's really
Yeah. Most Studio Ghibli or Ghibli movies are beautifully done and well written, like very emotional, gut punches.
Whoa! This is my best list, not Weeb Moment or Us.
No. We're still suggesting things for you to get into anime wise.
Let's again. I'm going to tell you like I tell my wife. Just like salted caramel coffee doesn't mean I like everything salted caramel.
Go watch Grave of the Fireflies.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, seriously.
No.
Yes. If you like if you like emotional
in your feels.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm good. I'll just go back and watch Iron Blooded Orphans again. See, I found something that I like.
Same thing.
And it does what I need to. I don't need to go out and try another restaurant. Let's just go back to that restaurant because I already know I like something on that menu. You can choose something else on that menu. I'm going to get the same thing because I know they won't fuck it up. I'm going to stay with Iron Blooded Orphans. So that is, I think, covers all my shit, right? Yep.
Yeah.
So now we get to do Shaun's voicemail because he's a lazy fuck dick who didn't jump on here for 0.2 seconds.
No, he's the only one who's actually working a real job today.
Dude, I'm gonna call it right now too. Dude, I'm gonna call it right now too because Shoky is the only one who's heard these because Shaun sent them directly to him.
No, I didn't listen to him.
Okay.
No.
If he has that jalapeno dick rub stuff on his best list, I'm gonna piss myself.
I'm going to too.
But don't like.
If he does, I'm editing this part out, so no spoilers. Okay, so all I listened to was to know which one were because he said which thing like best TV, best movie.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's all I've heard. So let's see here. This is, I believe it's this one.
Best show is going to be a tie between Peacemaker and Vox Machina.
Oh,
These
Vox
are
Machina.
adult shows done right. These shows both are amazing. They're funny, they're adult humored, they have good story, they have good plot, and even manage to make you feel something besides suicide. This is how you do it right, people. Pay attention.
Yeah, he's right about
Vox Machina. Good call because that is one too that I just finished this year, and I'm so excited for season 2. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Peacemaker is good as well.
Yeah. All right. I believe this is movies.
Best movie is Ghostbusters Afterlife. Man,
Fuck
this was just
you.
a fun movie that had good feels, and I really enjoyed it. Watched it over and over again, and nothing changes. This is what happens when you just make a movie that tells a story and leave your bullshit out of it.
Yeah. And so he only recently watched that again. Like so,
I'm gonna tell you, I still haven't watched it.
It's a good movie.
It is awesome. It is really good.
It's a good watch, Rikki. It
is a good watch.
Oh yeah,
like sitting down with the kids and watch it. It's
yeah.
And
They've still never seen the old ones.
And it eliminates Ghostbusters 2 from canon.
That's right.
All right, hold on, where am I at? Now, because thing is, he sent every other one. He didn't do his worst and then his best. He went back and forth.
Excuses for this guy. If either he fucking shows up and does this right, or just don't make excuses for it.
No, making sure I click on the right fucking thing.
Show him again.
Hold on.
Preach.
Best purchase is going to be the toy deco of Fans Toys Galvatron. Man, I love this thing so much. Every time I look at it, it's like Christmas morning 1988 all over again. Okay. It's my favorite piece.
That's awesome.
So it was not the jalapeno lube. All right, life. Did I do best life event first? Hold on.
No, you didn't do that one yet.
My best life event of 2022 is gonna have to be you guys. That and summer hasn't left me yet. But you guys have been really good friends to me throughout the year, through the group chat, the jokes, the personal stuff we've shared. I really appreciate it, fellas. You guys rock. Also glad Summer's still with me.
That's true. He has really pushed those boundaries.
Dude, fuck you, Shaun. Don't come in here trying to get me in my feels, you motherfucker.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Like that was of course he's rounding it out.
God.
So let me see here. Because the final part of our list, I need to make sure he fills in too, because I forgot about that. So moving on, because we are in 2023 now, which sounds fucking weird. So things we're looking forward to, things we're hoping for, and any resolutions if we have them. So I'm looking forward to getting my Ghostbusters Proton Pack from HasLab here this month, like very shortly. So I've already made the purchase of the Neutrona wand, and I haven't opened it yet because I want all of it together. And on Amazon, I purchased the Alice TR1 pack, like the thing that actually the mounting pack that you're supposed to have for the thing, because HasLab included the ability to actually mount that properly onto the
talking
Alice
about
pack.
the water cup thing?
No, the actual like metal frame backpack thing that is between their backs. It's like the camping pack.
I know what you're talking about.
So
I know what you're talking about.
So I went ahead and ordered that. It should be here almost the same time as it. So
nice.
I'll be able to complete my Proton Pack all at once. And on top of that, I'm looking forward to completing my Thundercats statue collection from Iron Studios. So the mutants should be coming out very soon. Thank God they didn't come out in December like they were originally planning to, because that would have destroyed my credit card. So now I have time to pay off my credit card before they hit. So that'll be awesome. Things I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that the production company that was making the Ecto-1 parts for Eagle Moss will go ahead and start redistributing so that I can finish my Ecto-1 build.
I thought they were. I thought that was like a thing. Like
it hasn't happened yet. Because they were still figuring out as far as I know, they were still ironing out all the details of the bankruptcy. So that all has to go through, I believe, legally before they can move forward with selling anything else. So hopefully that will happen in this year, and I can get my fucking Ecto-1 finished. To be so close to the finish line and not even have access to it sucks. Because, they've essentially made most of the parts, at least in prototyping, but there's no one who has a complete one yet outside of the original,
Wow.
But and the thing is, for all these other people who don't get to finish it, like who are behind, who purchased in later on than I did, so I think those people are stuck. Like they didn't even get their later shipments, I don't think. So I don't even know how that worked out. So, for everyone, obviously not just me and not just for Ecto-1, everybody who's got an incomplete Eagle Moss project, so hopefully that will, and there was a lot out there. So hopefully that gets worked out. And basically for a resolution, honestly, like just to get healthier and lose weight, because whether or not I've talked about it on the show or not, I have been diagnosed with real sleep apnea, like not even like a little, like a lot of fucking sleep apnea,
like all the sleep apnea.
Yeah, like all the sleep apnea. Like legit tomorrow I go pick up my CPAP, or rather Jessica picks it up for me, brings it home. So, and I have to have it to even do my job. So like, and in theory, if I lose weight and get healthier, maybe I can lower that down a little bit, depending on whether or not I can get off of it. Apparently I've had apnea my whole life, but if I can pass a sleep study, then that's all that matters. And
it'll help, dude.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like I said, I lost 60 pounds this year. I used to snore like loud, right?
Yeah.
Because I've had sleep apnea, to the point where it just wakes up my wife in the middle of the night. And you lose that weight, it will help. It'll get
well,
rid
see,
of it.
like I don't snore that much, but apparently I don't sleep worth the shit.
Yeah.
But apparently, like when I did the in-lab study, which was one of the worst things I've been through, but it wasn't worse than falling down the stairs. Because I didn't take an Ambien that night, I actually slept better in general when they were monitoring me than I did on my first sleep study, which was really fucked.
That was the life event.
Yeah. So, so either way, where's that music? Who's playing Nintendo right now?
What is?
Oh shit! I wasn't muted. Sorry, guys.
I was like,
I was sitting here.
Ricky's over there playing Ocarina of Time.
No,
I got background music for Shoky's.
It's like the actual one that push the button. My bad. I thought I was muted, y'all. Sorry.
You're over there playing the Song of Storms.
Yeah, my bad.
Fucker. I was like, he's like, oh, y'all can hear that. That's so fucking funny. But either way, no, that's my goal. I need to lose weight in general because I'm heaviest I've ever been. Like that's not affecting any sleep apnea. I have apnea. I've just never tested for it. So, but I know in general we both need to lose weight. We both want to do that, and we want to try to have a family, and that's going to be a key part of it as well. So
what are you at now, or do you want to say?
You
don't have to say.
No, because it's motivation if I talk about it, right? So like the heaviest I've weighed in so far was 315, but I've lost weight since then. So I've lost weight since then. Probably not during the holidays though. I probably gained a bit of that back. But I was 308 when I went in for my
CPAP?
No, not for that. For my my physical. So when I went in for my physical, I was down to 308, which, so I need to get back to working out and eating better. And considering how much I worked my ass off this past Christmas time at work, like I know I can do a lot more physical stuff as long as I didn't destroy my knee. And then I can actually get back in the gym.
That's also on my worst. I forgot about that. Fucking my knee this
year.
Yeah,
I forgot. Yeah, you had that whole knee thing too. Yeah. And just knees all around.
We'll help you.
Knees all around, guys.
We'll help keep you accountable. How about that?
Yeah.
I won't. No, I will sit here and eat a greasy ass bacon cheeseburger on camera and be like laughing at your ass.
I mean, I'll still do. I just need to. I know that if I work hard enough, I can lose weight no matter what I'm eating. The problem is I've just been too lazy, and of course, buying a PlayStation didn't help that.
Yeah, I joke and talk shit, and like people who don't know me any better probably think that means I don't like him, but I actually really like Shaun. Shaun's a really cool dude. I got to actually spend some time with him this year talking and shit. But if you want to have somebody who will hold your ass accountable and will push you, that's the dude to put on your ass. Shaun don't fuck around.
Nope, he's good that way.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Okay, who's next?
Dormammu.
Still the same list.
Yeah, so we keep forgetting Dormammu's there.
We lost somebody.
Alan had to drop out for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So and Dormammu's quiet now, so he's probably in the middle of things. So
Dormammu,
we'll skip him. We'll just jump to, since Alan is gone, Dormammu's muted at the moment.
Then go to Rusty.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
Alan's back.
Guess who's back?
Back
again. Ricky's back.
Okay, sorry. No, it's not about you.
It's all about me, Rusty.
Al.
Just give me a second.
That's fine.
Okay, so
1-1.
Al.
All right, so just somebody else.
You can call me Betty, but I can call you Al.
Yeah. All right, I'll jump in.
All right, Rusty, you go.
Rikki, shut up. It was terrible. I want. What are the three things?
Things. No. I would tell you, but I have to shut up. So you know,
things. Okay, so
What
things
you're
you're
looking forward to?
looking
Goals,
forward to,
things I'm
things
looking
you're
forward to.
hoping for, and any
I want
resolutions.
to be better with money. 20 sitting around the house doing nothing means that you just constantly are logging into Amazon buying shit you don't need.
Yes.
So
like every day's the weekend.
Exactly. So yeah, so my wife and I have that's basically our resolution is we just gotta stop buying shit we don't need. So that's what we want to do, and I'm sure that's probably the same for a lot of people, and it's not very ingenious or anything. I'm sure Shaun will blow us out of the water with whatever his stuff is, but whatever. looking forward to doing more videos and more reviews this year. Man, I slacked off so much, and I mean I had other stuff going on. I mean it wasn't just work, but that motorsport stuff really wrecked me. So I'm looking forward to doing more views, more videos, more podcast stuff with you guys. I'll even throw in what Shaun said. I mean, I've only done like 3 of these things now, but my wife even commented. She was like, "It's interesting that you're doing this podcast stuff." Sorry, I've been drinking podcasts with people that I've never even met, right? And I commented to her that, but it's a community thing. So I'm looking forward to that as well, right? Is growing more in the community and getting to know you guys, and maybe even getting to actually meet you guys at some point. Yeah, so I definitely look forward to that. 1,000 subs. I'm looking forward to 1,000 subs. Only 45 away now, so I will plug my channel again. Holy cow, what is happening?
Child.
That was my mother-in-law just popped out here to yell that they were here while I was
Hi,
recording.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Carol.
Yeah,
Mom.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the 1,000 subs. Just
Tell
to say
your mom I'll call you later.
Just to say that I did it because I think I mentioned that before, that I wasn't looking to do it to make money or anything. I was just curious. Can I actually create something that would be interesting enough that people would actually subscribe to my channel, that I'd hit 1,000 subscribers? So doing that. What's the last thing? Oh, things I hope for. I want things to get back to normal. That's what I hope for, right? I just want like all this COVID shit and everything, and inflation and gas prices and everything being so expensive and all that stuff, man. I just want it all to go back to some semblance of.
Let's go back to 2019.
Seriously, right? Like if we could go back in time, like can we just get there already? Like I'm hoping 2023 is the year where things start to sort of settle back into some normalcy of some type. But we'll see. That's what I.
That's a good hope. Yeah.
And that's
amen to that.
Yeah. Al, are you ready?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yep.
Okay. I want to go back to America. I miss traveling so much. That would be my big thing, to get back over there and meet you guys and meet the other guys and just meet and see what I've missed.
I mean, you haven't missed that much.
Well, you haven't met me yet. That's a big thing. So
yeah.
The last time I was over there was like 2018. So
yeah.
Nearly what?
I mean, you mostly miss a lot of fires.
Yeah, dumpster fires.
Yeah.
I love traveling. Just love traveling.
No, I know. I'm just making a joke on that. No, I get what you mean though.
I'm a person like I've got 2 kids and a missus, but I prefer traveling on my own, where I can make my own adventure and have fun. Now it's fun to do stuff with your kids and stuff like that, but I miss that kind of.
He's like, having a family is great, but have you tried being alone?
No, but you're not alone. You make.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but it's just funny that you said that. Like family's great, but I love being away from them.
Oh God, yeah. Especially when
anybody who's married and has kids knows exactly what the fuck you mean by that statement.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
That would be everything. Resolutions to sort of get out and meet you fuckers and see how much Rikki can actually drink and fucking the 2 loose boys.
We have video cameras. I can fucking show you the hard way. Like,
yeah, no. I'll take you out drinking. All you need is a pair of socks and a passport.
Yeah, nice. I've never owned a passport. There you go. Something I've never done.
I think 90% of fucking Americans don't know how to own a passport.
This isn't never have you ever.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I've never been anywhere.
I mean,
like the
most
furthest west I've ever
Americans-
been was Texas.
I mean, most Americans haven't left their own state.
Yeah,
That's
fucking
true.
bitches.
Yeah.
At least they're not Canadians.
Yeah, that's
Thank
so
God.
true. Thank
What?
God.
Why?
I've actually traveled out of my country.
I said I'm sorry.
several times.
No, you said you're sorry.
Yeah, that's not a real word.
I've been down to Florida. I've been over to Europe. Come on, man.
That's not a real word.
That's not Florida's not real either.
Yes, you do. You just don't
And
know
Rikki
it.
said that Europe doesn't even count. It's an island.
Nope. Anything outside of America is fake.
So you're calling me fake?
Yep. Till I meet you,
I
you are. You're
I
just
think
a voice over the
We
interwebs.
just happen to be attached to you. How could we possibly be fake?
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
It's not,
You haven't been realized yet, Alan, is what he's saying.
I've had pimples, and they aren't me. They just happen to be attached to me for a little while. Same thing.
War of
Canada.
1812. We kicked your ass.
I mean,
Come on,
Canada-
bro.
your children aren't you, but they were attached to you once.
I
That's right.
understand that.
At
That's
least half of them.
respectful. It's a good
And I
thing.
got rid of it.
You understand? I live by the words of the Hitchhiker's Guide. You know, it's with mathematical probability the way it is. People that
Always
you
ring a
meet in your
towel?
life. Yeah, no, people that you meet in your day-to-day life are
42.
figments of your imagination. No, it had to do with the math joke of multiple infinite number of planets times finite number of habitable planets. Anything times infinite times finite always equals zero. As close to zero as to mean that anybody you meet in your day-to-day existence is just a figment of your imagination. That's what I live by. Nobody's real until I meet them.
To also quote Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy for Rikki, mostly harmless.
I'll take that.
Mostly
Okay.
harmless.
Because I am
42.
mostly harmless until you get on the wrong side of it.
Anyway,
No,
Al
mine
was telling us stuff.
No.
Was he?
What did I say?
He said he wanted to come hang out with me. Fuck you guys.
He said you guys. He's talking about all of
You
us.
guys in general.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he said drink with Rikki, go out with Rikki, make sure Rikki has a passport and pants. He just threw you guys. He said you guys.
I want to see Shoky's guns.
Motherfucker, we have guns in Florida. What are you talking
Why
about?
does he think I have guns?
I don't actually mean guns, your arms. Do you remember yesterday?
Why? Ricky's got more impressive arms than I do.
Dude, the small arms
See,
division.
the problem is that the camera didn't show all the hair.
Nah.
Oh, it showed the hair.
It
showed the hair.
did.
The hairy shoulders.
Oh, it showed. It showed.
That's where we
High
go to
def.
the
I
salons and get
thought you
pedicures.
were wearing your Naimia sweater, your Christmas sweater. I didn't know what was.
No,
going on.
it's too fucking hot, dude. It's like
Then why
80
were you wearing
degrees. It's like 80
Then why were you wearing it on the camera
Dude,
then?
it's fucking January 2nd, and I have the AC on.
Dude, I'm wearing shorts, flip flops, and a t-shirt with the sleeves cut off on my back porch right now.
See, I still have sleeves on, but I'm got the rest of it.
Two days ago, I was wearing pants and a hoodie, so it's crazy.
I just thought about this though.
Okay.
There was a positive to falling down the stairs. Technically, I lost weight because I left some skin and blood on the pavement.
Plus, they can clone you from the DNA you left behind.
Shoky, take up jiu-jitsu. Get on to
I can't now. My knees are fucked.
Oh, real quick. Okay, so I'm
I
gonna
have
let y'all
thought
in
about
on
it
it.
though.
I'm gonna let y'all in on some inside baseball joke because I meant to talk about this when he talked about his Brazilian jiu-jitsu earlier. I've listened to every Nerd Rage episode, like from one all the way to current.
Flex.
And I don't know why. And I told this to Bobby because I wasn't sure how Dante would handle it. But then when I was talking with Dante when we did the podcast, I was like, dude, him and I have talked like and hung out and drunk together. So I'm like, at this point, I feel more comfortable around him. Like I know him well enough to say it to him.
See, Dante's
like,
real. We're not.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know why, but in my head, every time he was on Nerd Rage and he said BJJ, I thought he was saying Black Jiu-Jitsu. And I told him, I was like, I don't know why, but the last episode you were on, you said BJJ, and my brain went, he means Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It was like a whole conversation I had in my head. And I told him that, he just started laughing. He's like, oh my God. I was like, and I'm only telling you this over the thing because you can't kick my ass right now. He's like, no, but I'm writing it down. But for some reason, I always thought he meant Black Jiu-Jitsu.
Why would your brain go to Black Jiu-Jitsu? I don't. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Is Brazilian or Japanese? That's
It
the
is
only
now.
kind of difference.
It's kind of like the one thing, because I took martial arts when I was growing up, and one thing that really is a pet peeve of mine, and he agreed on it, is when you hear somebody say judo chop. It pisses me off to no living end when somebody says judo chop. Judo is grappling and tossing. There is no fucking chopping in judo at all, ever.
So
it drives me nuts when somebody says that.
So by the way, other than the obvious title, I think I know what the title of the episode's going to be.
What's that? The BJJ?
Yeah, what does BJJ stand for?
Yeah. What does BJJ mean?
People are going to have to listen for two and 3/4 hours just to find out that.
Yeah. What does BJJ mean to you?
It's a great way to lose weight. Like,
there's a whole lot of guys.
Balls off.
No, there's a whole lot of guys at work who all joined joined one of the gyms near here, all to do that. So, but I don't know if they've continued on with it because they don't talk about it much, or I just haven't spent enough time with them. But I know a lot of those guys got more, like, none of them really needed to lose weight, but a lot of them got more fit doing it. Like,
well, I know they just put a Krav Maga studio here in where I live at, and I'm thought about joining up with that one.
It's a little different, but
that's very different.
That's
that's aggressive.
That's a much more aggressive style fighting.
I know, that's my style of stuff. I took Shorin and Taisho-Ryu karate. I don't do passive stuff.
Anyway, Al was telling us stuff.
Damn, Rusty, I don't appreciate that you always do that when I'm talking. I'm starting to take personal offense to it.
We're just shooting the shit.
Now we haven't even gotten to Dormammu yet.
Yeah,
Dormammu doesn't count. He removed himself from the conversation.
Yeah, he's working clearly.
Or Mike.
Not even a say bye.
We haven't gotten to other Canadian yet.
Hold on. Rusty is literally firing himself from the show because he said he wants more mics. That means we need one less Canadian now.
No, I was talking about my microphone in front of me.
Oh, okay.
I need more mic time.
Okay, I was making sure you were saying the
right. Please don't kick me off.
I love you guys.
Rusty, desperation does not smell great on you.
But it tastes good.
The Desperate Mechanic.
Wonders.
Okay, here's the title of this episode: The Desperate Mechanic and BJJ.
Yeah, but they have to wait 3 hours to
get to figure out why.
This chairs.
Sorry.
Suckers.
Had something else come up on the something else radar.
You don't need to tell us about you and your
wife's
work happened. It's either work, dogs, or kids. One of them.
Kids and wife.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. That's right. They still exist.
Legit.
We forgot about that.
I just caught my daughter dragging up a 4-foot tall chair. So
nice.
To her room, and I'm like, and where did you get that?
And she is how tall? How old?
She's like 4 feet herself. So it's like,
it was hey, where are you going with that?
She's practicing.
So he had to go beat Dad Mamu.
My family is a constant cavalcade of the family circus cartoons.
No,
so just follow the dots.
The Highland Games is not until this summer.
Yeah.
So I just found the title for your episode. Now it's "Don't Get Married."
Oh God.
Well, I just don't have kids. Well, if you have kids, just travel. Just go to another country if you have kids. It's fine.
Saigon is good for that. So.
Oh fuck no! Boo!
I'm just gonna go to South Korea.
Or
that
boy.
Yeah.
No, South Korea is a good one.
I think you would like North Korea.
Vietnam.
The North Korea.
I mean, I would because I'd try to go to war with them
all
all
right,
by myself.
So was it my turn? And I missed
it.
Now
we went 2 past you. Yeah.
Well, now you just don't get a chance. Now you got to wait till 2024 recap.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dormammu hopes he is relevant in 2023. That's right.
Yeah. We've already got our replacement.
What are you talking about? Will be. I'm already.
Oh, bam, 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 bam.
Damn.
This is the Dormammu, folks.
Saucy.
Round one.
Fucking saucy Rob over here. He hasn't been here in 6 weeks. He's got to get the sasks.
Hey, look. I wasn't dragging a chair up your stairs. Don't take that shit out on me, man.
Just make sure Shoky doesn't fall down them.
Yeah.
Things I hope for.
Thank God I wasn't.
The setup and the swish.
Thank God I wasn't carrying anything. That would have been fucking really tragic.
Ironically enough, I thought you were at work, and my first comment was almost, "Oh my God, their poor fucking package." I was like, oh my God. It's like,
done that.
It better not have been something important.
Oh no. That's happened at work where I've tripped and flung a box.
Yeah, kicked it 55 times on the way
landed.
down.
It landed. No, I didn't fall down the stairs. It landed on the porch. Like I tripped on the steps going up the porch and basically slammed into the door.
He pulled an Ace Ventura, kicking it down the hallway.
That's it.
Yeah,
and it's good. That was
Yeah.
Pele.
All right.
See, that's another reference.
Yeah. So let's see here. Alan, were you completed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't want to interrupt.
He wants to see me. He wants to get drunk with me. He wants to hang out and party with me, and maybe he'll meet you
basically,
guys.
Alan's just like, I want to get out of Ireland.
He just wants to confirm that all the Florida man stories are real.
Right.
None of those are real.
I want to go to a real
To
country.
get out of here.
I want to go to a real
I want to
country.
go hang. I'll go to America, but only if I can hang out with another Irishman. And get drunk together.
Don't insult Alan's country, man. He gets angry.
It's my country too, man. Have you not paid attention to my last name? Y'all better relax.
I don't know what your last name is. It was Rikki B.
Oh no, that's not it. Yeah, that's it. That's the real thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just B. B. It's such an Irish name. It's a great letter. My favorite letter.
That's right. B for bastard.
It's Mick B.
McB. Ali
Rikki
McBeal.
Jameson.
Ricky
Ricky
McBeal.
McBastard.
McBastard. Oh my God. Fuck you, Mike.
McBastard.
You fucking half Frenchman. You don't get to make jokes on me.
No, I ain't no Frenchman.
French. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He's
definitely
German.
not.
He's half German.
No, but he's
Part German,
Canadian.
part Austrian, a little bit Russian. There we
He's
go.
Canadian. That makes him half
I
French
got,
automatically.
I got the ornery parts of Europe.
Just the shitty parts of Europe.
He got all the
He's got all the
honorary
like conquery parts.
all the angry parts.
Hey, that's a nice looking
right.
Poland you got there.
God damn.
Be ashamed if someone invaded it.
Put this on my shelf here. Just admire it from afar.
God damn.
Mike's family's about to invade Poland again.
That's right. You want this Poland? You cannot have this Poland.
Oh Jesus! Can Rob go now?
Yes.
Don't
I
invade
guess.
Europe.
Now.
Don't invade Ukraine.
Oh wait, yeah, just don't invade.
Did we
Ukraine.
lose Rob again? That'd be hilarious.
Oh, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm waiting.
Okay,
All right.
Rob, go.
Okay, dude.
Looking
Make it
forward
so.
to for 23.
Yeah,
Better movies, better TV shows. Another season of Andor, please.
that's
Thank
more of
you.
hoping than that. That's not looking
That's
forward to. That's
hoping,
hoping.
I'm looking forward.
Two separate things. Looking forward to is things you know are happening.
Oh,
Definites.
Looking forward to the sun rising tomorrow.
Yeah, Rob, get it together.
You're not even doing
Well, he wasn't here for us.
I can't believe you guys had him on the show before me. I don't understand.
You're not even doing your own list
Isn't it,
right,
dude?
Rob.
I mean, I'm
you're getting
looking forward
insulted
to
by
it.
Canadians.
Okay,
Come on.
so he's looking forward to things getting better.
I'm looking forward to things. I'm looking forward to better media.
He's looking.
Yeah,
Less
looking-
less haha yucks. And hey, without the DCEU, that's a possibility.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Yeah, he's looking forward to DCEU being gone.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate
I'm
that.
hoping the
Not at
Flash
all.
movie never comes out.
Nope.
You
Please.
will never see
Disagree.
Well,
Disagree.
It'll come out as a
You
as the
didn't-
Ezra
you didn't
Miller
see that, girl.
documentary.
Look,
Dude,
just
we're so past that. That is not even real anymore.
look. Let's just
So
have
wait.
Okay.
They are talking about using the Flash movie to do the Flashpoint storyline.
They've been
Yeah,
talking
that-
about that. That's old news.
But they're talking about
but-
using it to reboot to do the new shit.
Right.
DC,
That's
Actually
so they're
doing
bringing
it,
it back
yeah.
up, right? Of James Gunn actually doing it to reset the DCU. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll
Cool.
see.
Let's do some reshoots and just throw all of it away before because
Sure.
we no longer
You
have
watch
him
your
and
whore
Kevin.
mouth because I want to see Keaton back again.
Thank you, Zaslav.
Oh my god! No
Look,
way, that guy's the Vulture now. Fuck off! You can't. let
No,
him, like,
he's
get
coming
Keaton.
back. He's coming
No,
back
he's
as old
Birdman.
Batman.
He's Birdman now.
Anyway,
He's
And
like-
he's fighting with
Hey,
the Nightman.
Ricky.
Every
Ricky-
universe, he's done a flying guy.
Hold on.
There you
Michael
go.
Keaton have played more bird-related superheroes than Bat. Time to get past it.
poor
he's
Rob.
played-
Okay, back to
Flying,
Rob.
Okay.
flying superheroes.
Build a
There's lot of
bridge.
flying superheroes.
Back to
Okay,
Rob.
Rob.
All right,
Rob.
goals, resolutions. My goals is actually to buy less mainline stuff, whether it be Marvel
Yes.
Legends, Star Wars, or Transformers, so that I can buy more quality stuff.
Yes.
Preferably
still buy
Masterpiece
G.I. Joes.
line. Well, yeah, of course, GI Joes. I mean, I'm waiting for Trouble Bubbles. Come on now.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
But no, definitely
if
buy
you're- if
more.
you're
Definitely buy
serious about
more,
the
more
Masterpiece-
hot, more. I don't trust me. I know. I've heard the Ricky's fat discounts there.
Yep.
But yeah,
Why
no,
they got-
Why they
seriously,
got to be
like-
fat?
Not everybody gets them, but you'll get one.
But
Yeah, so
seriously,
that means-
like, just basically, I feel like where I'm at, I want to invest in better quality, not better quantity. And that's my goal and resolution as a collector. My goal as an individual is basically just to keep doing more, keeping more at it activity wise, so that I can actually like stay healthy and be healthy. And it goes right into the things that I hope for, which is basically kind of like what most of you says, just a return to normalcy. Mostly what I want from pre-2019 is a reduction in the price of lumber, because God bless, I need more shells in my freaking billies, and I had to lose shells because the glass ones won't fit with lighting. So I need more shells. I need my 4 shells back so I can put stuff in them.
Dude, I want to build a deck in my backyard, and I can't do it. I cannot afford.
You might as well build a whole new house at that point.
Oh my God!
Just get some pallets. Can you not get pallets?
No, pallets wouldn't be the right depth. They'd be the right length.
No, to build your deck in Rusty. Sorry.
For their deck, I get pallets.
No, you can. I'm not building a deck out of pallets. That's.
I'm gonna steal some pallets and finish building out the kids' treehouse. But
he's too fancy for that.
It's true. I have expensive tastes.
A lot of places just throw them away. Like that's a crap. Like,
I know
because they only cost a couple bucks each for them, so they don't care. They just throw them away. But like, because we get them at work all the time, even though we're not supposed to bring anything palletized. But there's one company that just fuck you. We're sending everything on pallets, and we're just like assholes. So we have to break them down to ship stuff out. So we end up with huge piles of brand new pallets. And I used to take them to break down and build other stuff. So I built wine racks, tables, a couple of outdoor benches, stuff like that. Like, so, and it cost me nothing because they were free. It basically just cost me money to haul them. But, like, they just sit there. So, I mean, like, if you know a place that just doesn't do shit with them, you can build plenty of stuff.
Cheaper wood is what I'd like to hope for. So
cheaper,
that's me.
Cheaper everything.
Gas prices.
We did the same thing with this store when we had to build up part of the partition wall where we were working on the store here, and at the vinyl siding factory that I wouldn't work out of, there's tons of wood out there, pallets and whatnot that they use for crates and shit like that. We just freaking brought them all over here, painted it up like a kind of a shabby chic kind of style, and it worked out just great. So
no, but in general, the inflation just needs to be destroyed. Like, just get back to normal costs. I mean, we're gonna be dealing with this for a long time. Like that chunk of normalcy is gonna take a while.
I don't think
especially considering we just went ahead and created another $1.7 trillion to send to every other country, not ours.
Oh God, same here.
We just bought another chunk of Ukraine for our president. Anyways, okay, so let's see who's left. We got a Mike left and a Rikki.
Yep. And then a Shaun.
So Mike.
Oh, that's right, because we already did Rusty. So.
Yeah. We're order is gone at this point.
That's right. Okay.
Apparently I'm easily forgettable.
Assuming Shaun actually sends them. He hasn't sent them yet.
That was my bad. I had to move rooms and change shit. I'm sorry. That was my
Did we skip Rusty?
No, we didn't. Do you want me to do mine again? I'll do mine again.
No.
Okay. Dormammu messed us up.
Yeah.
Messed my wife up.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. Do Mike.
No. Okay,
everybody do Mike.
Everybody do me. Yeah, baby.
And that's the title of the episode. Everybody do the Cosmic Crusader. Comic Crusader.
Yep.
Yeah. No, he doesn't get a plug in it. No, everybody just do Canadian 1.0.
That's good. Everybody do Canada
1.0.
I just blame Canada.
With their pretty eyes and their flappy little jaws.
So looking forward to this year.
Fucking trash can heads.
That seems
God damn.
I don't know. Goals. I just want to work my way out of a job at the place that I'm working at. I want to make a go of this shop that we have. I want to take the chance and work for myself, be the master of my own destiny, so to speak, and just do what I'm doing, having fun doing it. If you can go to work, if you can make your hobby your job, then at least you never really work a day in your life then. And that's something I want to do.
I'll be honest with you, and I'll make it awkward just because that's the name of the podcast. In
That's
case
okay.
anybody didn't know, I was actually a little put off when you did your GoFundMe, and then when I found out that through the grapevine and that you had this store and you were looking to try to pick yourself up off of your own, like with your bootstraps, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I was super happy to hear that, and I hope nothing but the best for you and your wife and the store and the shop and everything for
thanks,
2023, right? And I know that sounds like I'm, being all soft and teary-eyed and whatever, but honestly, I'm super happy to hear that you're trying to make a go of something yourself.
Yeah,
and not relying on anybody else, right?
Because sorry, no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying because that working yourself to success is by far infinitely better than waiting on the support of others.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, super happy that you're doing that, and I hope nothing but the best for you guys.
No, because what ended up happening, I mean, a little over half the money was raised that I was trying to raise, and then. Like you guys in the States and up here in Canada, inflation just went up through the freaking roof.
Yep.
A quick pause, Mike. Remember right where you're at. Quick pause. So 3, 2, 1. Rob, do your buy. He's not paying attention. I'm trying to get him to record his buy.
Rob is to leave.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Okay, well, see you.
Well, never mind. Keep going, Mike. I was trying to get him to record it so that Shoky could just cut it up. But
yeah, but
all right, keep going.
But
price of gas. Where you're at.
So. With the inflation, with this program that we were trying to get into, it would have turned, say, an $800-900 affordable mortgage into over double that. So we would have been in the same spot that, before, right? So when we looked at this shop, it was like, you know what? Yeah, let's take a chance here. Let's use the money that we raised and just hope for the best that this really does take off. And there are people coming in, and I just really want to make a go of this in 2023 and just work my way out of the job that I'm already working at, 12-hour shifts. Now that I'm working on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for like 12 hours, I just want to be here because this place actually that I'm in, it feels inviting. It feels homey, and I'm loving the feeling of this place. And that is my goal for 2023. As for resolutions, over the years, I don't really do resolutions anymore. I just want to stick to the same thing that has been working and or that's already been working for me, which is like, first and foremost, losing weight, which I've been doing anyway. So now it's become a good habit that I'm in. I'm eating less, finding that I'm having more energy. Like I said before, I lost 60 pounds so far. So I'm like down to around 265 from 320. So
congrats, I suppose big drop.
It is a big drop in 6 months. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I suppose in a way that's kind of a resolution just to keep on going with it.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
That's right. And speaking of things, things I'm looking forward to, things I hope for, I'm hoping that Cocaine Bear on February 24th on my anniversary is a kick-ass movie.
Dude, that's gonna be awesome and that is all at the same time.
That is on our anniversary. It'll be, let's see here, 21 years that we've been married. And what better way to celebrate it?
How the fuck did you find a woman put up with you for 21 goddamn years?
I don't know. That's right.
We said she's getting, I'm going to convert Catholicism just so I can put her up to be a saint when her time's up, man.
That's what a lot of cocaine can do. It just masks a lot of
just keep her coked up so she doesn't realize.
Exactly.
She
and
is
what
the
a way to
Cocaine
celebrate it than go see Cocaine Bear.
She is the Cocaine Bear.
True story. True story on top of that.
Yeah, is that the movie that they're doing on the True Story, the bear?
Okay,
we talked about.
Let's put this to rest real quick. It is not a true story. It is based on a true slightly true event. And what happened was they dumped coke in the woods. A bear found the coke and died 5 minutes later from an exploded heart. That was literally the whole entire story of the cocaine.
So
now in the movie,
it's an elaborate
the bear likes
story.
the coke. And he's going to start chasing down everybody else who has coke and murder them so he could have their coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a lot of Hollywood embellishment.
And the drug dealers are trying to get their coke back, not knowing that there's a bear responsible for the coke missing.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't.
And, like-
I didn't mean to set Ricky off. Apparently,
No.
touched a
No,
nerve.
No. It's not a nerve. It's just hilarious because so many people are like, there was really a bear running around coked up. No, it died 5 minutes after trying it for the first time. Because it ate like a kilo. It ate like a kilo of it in one fucking go and just dropped dead.
That's gonna be such an awesome movie.
But supposedly the real cocaine bear is like stuffed and mounted in some museum.
Yep.
Like you can actually go see it and shit. That's crazy.
It's
it's
a dead bear we found.
Yeah, I just
Full
got
of
back.
coke.
With a white mustache.
Yeah.
Little polar bear in fucking Georgia.
I just started.
For some reason, this house was really clean.
Exactly.
No, all the word searches were done to completion. It was crazy.
He had coked out, cleaned his house. It's like it did all the Sudoku. It's fucking weird.
Focused.
Yeah,
so focused.
No, and like Rusty Mechanic, I'm just getting back on YouTube again, and
you can just call me Rusty. It's fine.
I'll do that then.
You can shorten his name.
Can I call you Rusty Trombone?
Yeah, there we go.
What?
No, and now I'm already at 300.
He doesn't know what a rusty trombone is.
I'm looking it up.
Don't look it up.
Yes, no, Google it.
Let him look it up. No, I'm already again. I'm up to 390 subs, and I'm just gonna just getting back into it, and it's gonna be 2023 is gonna be the good year again. So get back on the horse. Start doing stuff.
See, here's the problem.
Start making success happen.
For fuck's sake.
Told you
I've been trying not to laugh while Mike was talking the whole time. I was
sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to talk over you either, but it was
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. I told you not to look it up.
For the rest of you listening to this podcast, do not look up. Do not
Google it. Don't listen to these men. They're trying to hide the truth from you.
You were warned.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And don't look up blue waffles either.
No.
Never do that.
Cleveland Steamer.
Cleveland Steamers.
That's so pretty bad too. So,
by the way, the going all the way. Oh, I just realized what the title of this episode could be now. It could be what is the equivalent of mileage per kilometer?
Yeah.
By the way, it is apparently mileage. The word meterage is tossed around, but apparently there is no
it's used for electrical stuff.
Maybe we'll just say it differently. Instead of mileage when you're referring to kilometers, it's millage.
Millage. You gotta put a little bit of the French in there because they're Canadian, so you can say millage.
Meterage. Well, so this is the weird thing is that apparently in French the term kilometrage is used.
Yeah.
See.
So anyway, whatever.
Sorry.
No.
Please edit this entire segment out because it's stupid. Moving on.
Except for the rusty trombone part.
Except for the rusty trombone part. That was funny.
The moment when you looked at it, I knew it was up.
So apparently Rob got in trouble, so that's why he had to go.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes. Okay. We went too long and Rob got nailed. Rob needs to go to another country.
Slapped on the trombone.
There's 6 of us here, right? So it's gonna.
No, I'm looking forward to the new Shazam movie, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Dune Part 2.
Oh yeah,
Dune Part 2. Dune 1 Part 2.
And maybe Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know if
I'm not looking forward to movies or anything because I just want them to happen. If I don't want to look forward to them anymore.
Well, so but if you look like if you go into IMDb and look up all the movies that are supposed to come out in 2023, they're all prequels and sequels.
Oh, and Quantumania.
I'm
looking forward. Because that's really soon, right?
What do you call it? Super Mario Brothers is the only real new.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm so looking forward to that movie.
Easy, easy, Rikki, easy. Move away
my
from
dick
your
just got
microphone.
so hard. Did you hear it?
We did. It sounded like a rusty trombone.
I know. I'm giving myself a rusty trombone right now.
Should I change my my screen name to Rusty Trombone?
No, you should leave it the Rusty Mechanic, but make your thumbnail a rusty
trombone. No, just make it a trombone. Just add a trombone.
Awesome.
And you can be the rusty tromboner.
The rusty mechanic trombone.
That sounds terrible.
Oh,
well, that's what you call somebody who plays a trombone. It's a tromboner.
Exactly. Oh, and maybe
I don't.
John Wick.
Yeah, but it's got the word bone.
John Wick 4. Yeah, I'm looking
John
forward
Wick
to that.
4.
No, do we need another John
No,
Wick?
we
honestly?
really
I will
don't.
take all the John Wicks.
Look, we
I will
had a
take all the John
discussion,
Wicks.
and I agreed with everyone else that
No.
Keanu Reeves should just retire in peace.
I didn't say that.
I never said that.
From what I heard, everyone thought
No,
that.
that was you and Rob.
I'm pretty sure.
Sounds like you're being racist towards Canadians again.
I know.
Well-
Shoky.
Dang
Oh,
it.
is he Canadian?
Hold on, wait.
Yeah,
what,
dude.
Yeah.
what about?
Oh, I didn't know that. Fuck him. He should retire.
Oh.
I never
Oh,
said
whatever.
that. No wonder he's like the
Canada
nicest person in the
jiu-jitsu.
world. He's fucking Canadian. He
Hold
didn't have
on,
any chance
Al's
to be
trying to
good.
talk.
What's Al saying?
Keanu does jiu-jitsu. You should do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he
Yep.
does.
Yeah, there we go.
He also
By the
knows
way-
gun kata, so I should learn that too.
No, gun fu.
So just so Ricky's mind is not completely blown out, Ryan Reynolds is also Canadian.
I
Just-
knew that.
Right.
Okay.
You can tell when he talks.
There's a lot of
Oh.
Canadians. Surprisingly,
William
there's a lot of
Shatner.
Canadians.
Yeah,
William
Americans
Shatner.
try to take Canadians.
Well, y'all could
They
keep
try to claim
Shatner.
them.
Well, there's a lot
They
of
can
Canadians
take-
who keep coming to Texas.
They can take Brian Adams.
No, I'll take
Oh,
Brian
yeah.
I'll
Adams.
take Brian
You guys-
Adams.
You got.
I'll
You
take
guys
him all
are-
day.
Celine Dion.
Y'all have Shatner with his beaver pelt on top of his head.
We
Y'all can
gave
have
you
him.
Celine Dion, so
Ugh, no, you can have
We-
her back
no.
too.
nope.
We gave the world Celine Dion. Let's.
Yeah,
let's
we
be
did.
Yeah,
fair.
that's not
Oh my
just for
Yes.
us.
god! Like,
Yeah.
why is
Don't-
this going to make
don't
me
be so
throw up? But not
praised
the
for
rusty
that.
trombone conversation. Ugh.
Because
We didn't have a
praise for Celine
conversation.
Dion.
Scotty Canadian, Chat Canadian,
Hmm.
Spock Canadian.
What?
So,
Leonard
Yeah.
Nimoy wasn't Canadian. You piece of
Yeah.
shit.
He was Jewish.
Don't fucking try to take everything, you fucking asshole. You could be Jewish
Wait.
and Canadian.
Luke
Shoky.
Perry.
Kids in
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry, yeah. Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall.
Yeah,
Leonard
I'll give you
Penny.
kids in the hall.
Mo-
I love
most of the
Kids in
cast of
Leonard Penny.
SCTV that was on Saturday Night Live originally. So.
Leonard.
Are we going to list off every person that's ever lived in Canada? Because I feel like
We're
this
just
might
going to
go on a
list off
while.
Canadians.
We just have awesomeness here.
Hey, look,
so.
look.
Here's the only Canadians that matter to me. Rusty.
Oh,
You see how I did that?
Oh, was that
See how I did
Pamela
that?
Mike?
Did you see how I did that? I went, Rusty.
I hate you all except for
Rusty is not. I mean, Mike's not Canadian. He's part of the tribe. We
yeah.
he's already good.
Leonard Nimoy was an American actor. Blah 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 blah.
I know. I was just letting him fucking run his mouth about that shit. You can't have Spock.
I don't know.
You could definitely keep Shatner, but you can't have Spock.
We had Scotty.
I don't
He's
if we want
Scottish.
Shatner either.
No, but he lived in Vancouver. He was actually Canadian.
Oh my motherfucking god, he wasn't born there.
Don't matter. He's Canadian.
I'm not Floridian. I'm a New Yorker. I just live in Florida.
Yeah, well, whatever. You've grafted yourself to Florida, so you're
never,
Floridian.
sir.
I'm
Never.
just Texan,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
which is American plus.
I mean, American minus.
I'm a dub.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice. I'm Black Irish. I'm Black where it counts.
Mm-hmm.
In the wallet.
Good.
So
on
how are we
you.
gonna close this off?
I don't even know that we can.
We
All right,
we haven't done my.
yeah, Ricky hasn't gone yet.
I haven't done my resolution, and neither has Sean.
Sean did not get back to me on that. He's still working, so we won't
Well,
be able
too
to
late
include
for him,
Sean's. So much like Rob didn't get to say goodbye, we don't get a Sean resolution. So
And we don't.
His
get a
resolution is to try new lube.
Nice.
Yeah, non-jalapeno
His resolution is
lube.
probably he's gonna
Jalapeno
try
lube.
the habanero lube.
Why?
Or
Ghost-
ketchup or
ghost
mustard.
pepper lube. Yes,
Ghost pepper lube. Oh,
Ghost pepper lube.
ugh.
James.
Why was
All right.
why is jalapeno lube even a thing?
Because
To keep things spicy in the bedroom.
Don't
Okay,
even
so
go-
Fuck.
boo,
Oh.
boo.
I guarantee that's the fucking ads for that.
I guarantee
Ricky.
you that was something that was
Since
said.
we're
God
at 3 hours and 15 fucking minutes, will you go ahead and do your shit, Ricky?
Or
Hurry up.
you could chop it up and make it like a worst episode and then a best episode, so you could break it up.
It is
Nobody-
simultaneously both of
Nobody
those things.
cares. Nobody cares about Ricky's. Okay, go ahead.
I'm good. Bye.
Ricky's
And that's the end of the show.
Ricky's looking
folks.
forward
Glad
to
you could stop by
BotCon.
and listen.
BotCon?
TFCon.
That is no
Yeah.
TFCon's gonna be in Orlando. I'm looking forward to not
Yeah,
have to
that
make
one.
a 15-hour road trip to go to it.
No, I will.
Ricky, you better speak because I've just made food. So it's going to be only here for now.
Yeah, fucking talk.
I don't really do resolutions. I think resolutions has gotten a negative
But it's a
connotation that kind
goal.
of sets you up for failure. So I do goals.
Yeah.
Because resolution is a very negative connotation to it.
What?
It's like a punchline and a joke because people talk about their resolutions and watching them go right by as they fail them. Like it's a joke. So that's why I go with goals over, because it's a positive thought process. It's to trick myself into doing them. And one of my goals is to get my room finished this year.
Which room? Describe the room.
My office display room.
The one he showed us yesterday in the
I have
Zoom call.
I want to get the bookshelves in there and like I have some, but I want to continue it around, like wrap them around, get rid of the shelving that I have. Like it's not trash shelving. I just want to get it more uniform to give myself more room and make it look nicer in there.
Yeah.
So I want to get that finished up. Let's see. I want to just all joke aside, just keep trying to be a good father to my kids. Like they really are a huge part of my life, and very, very important to me. And
the fact that you're always there, you're a good dad.
I appreciate that, and I get the concept, but I'm very hard on myself about it, and that is a current, past, present, and future goal that I always work towards. Continuing trying to stay as a good husband for Kara, like just our little family, like making it works, and I wanted to keep it that way. And I know that's something that it's not because there's anything bad going on. I don't want anybody like, oh, they're struggling. No, it's not that. It's just I believe that in a proper relationship, it should always be a goal to maintain and better it, because if you think it's fine and you leave it alone, that's when stuff bad can happen. So maintain that. Get on better podcasts, like, because this one's fucking crazy, a fucking shit show. Fucking goddamn.
Sorry to interrupt, Rikki.
To just fucking let anybody on this motherfucker.
We gotta get a better class of guest.
Yeah. What's up, Alan?
Hey.
Less Canadians.
No,
whatever.
Oh,
Canadians bring the class, man.
That's right.
What's up, Alan?
Fuck Canada.
Exactly.
that's why you said, hey, Rikki, hold on. You wanted to say fuck Canada?
No. What you said there about family, that's real.
Yeah.
That's not a goal. That should be just mindset. Because family's family.
Yep.
Sorry,
I got love for all you guys, but at the end of the day, you guys could walk away and be like, yeah, we're done fucking with Rikki, or I could be like, I'm done fucking with y'all and walk away. But I don't have that choice with my family. You know what I mean? That's not something ever as an option. And I love the fact that we can all talk and shoot the shit. And I really hope this year, like you've all said it and I'll vocalize it, that we can all get together and just hang out, so then y'all can stop being fake and be real.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I can't tell if it's the voices in my head having these conversations with me or whether it's other people for real. So I have to be able to,
the voices that are saying send Alan money, they're the ones that you should really be listening to.
Right. But as I tell people all the time, like 9 out of 10 voices in my head say I'm perfectly sane, and you can't listen to that 10th one because he's fucking crazy. So but jokes aside, I really do hope that we can find at least a chance, even if it's not all at one time, like getting together, like here and there, just to say what's up in real life, and not drink any nasty beers because I'm not a fucking hipster, but have an actual adult beverage drink with you guys.
I feel attacked.
Totally do.
I feel attacked as well.
You should,
because everyone here drinks good beer.
Good. No, you don't. There's no such thing as an oxymoron. No, it's like hot as hell. Like
the Canadians drink moose piss. Remember that conversation?
Yeah, we did actually have that conversation. That's true.
That which doesn't kill you makes you stronger, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Tell that to me as you stuff a pineapple up your ass. So
my knees actually would beg to differ.
You motherfucker! Don't you threaten me with a good time.
That's right. I'm doing the emergency snap.
Oh Jesus. God in heaven. So getting together with you, wild motherfuckers would be I think a blast. And being able to just be like talk real off of here and not have to be a personality, like to just be us talking to each other like we do in private outside of this place is a goal.
I don't know. Should we the idea of actually being within striking distance? Our conversation
I
might
think that
be
makes
different.
I think that makes it better because
We'll
that would make the
ourselves.
conversation very guarded.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, we can't just say that.
We can make fun of each other's appearance in person.
Yeah, Mike and Rusty will stand right on the other side of the border and just talk shit. Like, you can't get us. And then we all just pull out our passports.
Just throw water balloons at each other. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, be like,
damn it, we have to let them in now.
You silly English cannigets. Like, fucking have a little fart in your general direction.
Fart in your general direction.
What is it? Your mother was a goat.
Your mother was
elderberries.
Yeah. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Elderberries, yes. Yeah. There was a brewery that actually made a beer called Your Father Smelled of Elderberries.
That's right. You're fucking gross. Fucking goddamn gross. And I like to drink like an adult, and y'all drink like shit that sounds like something they would put on like the fucking Ecto Cooler High C punch boxes back in the day. Fucking disgusting.
I could do some of that right now.
Fuck you.
That's fucking gross.
So actually, I will throw in a hoping thing. I do hope to be able to make it to TFCon Orlando.
Yeah. I mean, even outside of that, just what's up, like sometimes like Kara's family, she got a lot of family out in Texas. I'd loved it. And I've already told her, I said, if we ever go out to visit her family, I said, you might as well know I'm dumping you and I'm traveling to see friends that I have in Texas while I'm out there.
Well, I mean, shit, I'll come up to Dallas, no problem.
Yeah, because I mean, I got to come down because I got friends in Stephenville and Waco and all that kind of shit.
Those aren't real places.
Those aren't real. None of those people are, well, no, two of them are real.
Well, I mean,
because I met them in person.
I mean, Stephenville's not real. Waco is unfortunately real because of things that happened there.
Yeah, and then one of them lives in Comanche. I mean, I guess like in Gorman, like these are all like little places around Stephenville. I guess
these are all the bullshit towns. Yeah,
yeah. But
you not met Rikki at Bobby's or anything like that, or the same at you, Mike?
No, I've never been there.
Shoky.
No. We only know each other because of this show, effectively.
Well, actually, that can be another positive, man. I know it feels a little brown nosy because he's my boss, but he's my friend too. And I gotta say, if it wasn't for Bobby, none of us would be talking to each other.
Yeah, we wouldn't know each other if not for the only reason the five of us even know each other at all is because of Bobby Skullface.
Yeah, I have to give him all the
credit.
This
podcast only exists because of Bobby Skullface.
The community that he's helped build. So I guess that would be a good goal. And this one is the continuation of that community. You know, he's giving us a lot of strength and say in how this community grows and how it continues forward. And he's always been very upfront with, hey, it's y'all shit. I just come on a camera and talk. Yeah. So I think that would be a good goal, is the continuation of that and the growth of that and the ability for us all to get together still and hang out and talk. And that's a big thing. He doesn't, I don't think sometimes that sinks into him, but he has reached out and touched a lot. Like if it wasn't for Bobby, I wouldn't be part of the Realm. I wouldn't be on the other Realm podcast. Like I literally met those guys at Bobby's house. Like that I would have never known anything about them.
Is the Realm Chris's crew? And
it's Pinkerton and Dust. No, it's Pinkerton and Dust and there's like Jose and Chan and
I don't know.
Like there's like a whole group, but I know Pinkerton and Dust have been there like since day one.
They're basically they're the originators.
Yeah, they're the ones that have been there since day one. And I met all those. That's how I met them. That's because I'd met Pinkerton years ago at a New York Comic-Con, but meeting Pinkerton again, I met him at Bobby's house. He came over with all those guys. All those guys were at his house.
Meeting Pinkerton in context is different.
Yeah, he came over and he just surprised Bobby because Bobby hadn't seen some of them in a couple of years because of the whole shutdown and all that crap that went down.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, I'm on my way over. Do you mind if I bring some people? And he just walked in with like the whole entire upper echelon of the Realm walked in, and I got to meet them all. Hung out with them a little bit at Bobby's that night, hung out with them at TFCon in Baltimore the next couple of days, and just kind of fell in with them. And so again, if it wasn't for Bobby, none of this, I've tried to explain it to him, man. He does not fucking get it. Like he's very
and I was just going to say the same thing, like a couple of Zoom calls ago, right, where he was talking about, he wants to make some changes to the channel, right? And I just sort of jumped in and I said, look, man, it's your channel, right? This is and I brought that up, and right, I was like, this is your community. You built this, right? You've done this. And I kind of hope that he took that that to heart. But at the same time, like you said, he realizes he's just another, human being on the planet doing what he likes, right?
Yeah.
And I think he takes that to heart more than the fact he doesn't realize that he has built this community, right?
Yeah.
What's
the word? What's the word? Is he's not very like braggadocious. He's very
he's humble. He's
humble. That's right? The word. He's very like he knows like it exists, but he really thinks that he honestly and truthfully believes that it would exist even if he hadn't helped start it. Like he figures that it would have happened some other way.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is a good place to be. That's a good way to be, man. You don't want a leader that thinks they should be the leader.
Yeah. And the thing I have to keep reminding people as well is that, because there's people out there that talk shit about Bobby or whatever, right? And I just go, right, or they don't agree with his opinion, right? Or they go, oh, I can't believe Bobby did that, right? And I'm like, guys, he's just another guy.
He's just a dude.
He's just a dude, right?
He's just giving his opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. It's like, if you don't like it,
let the guy,
just
let the guy share his opinion.
Exactly. So
and he's always said it. If you like it, you win. Just because I think it's a piece of shit doesn't mean you have to think it's a piece of shit.
Right.
I mean, we can still sit down and talk
She-Hulk.
Just enjoy.
No, you're just wrong about that.
Just enjoy the fact that you can be part of a community that a guy has built up. Right. Like just enjoy that. And you don't need to be, tearing anybody down or thinking Bobby's God or anything like that. But I do hope that Bobby appreciates the fact that all of his hard work and effort has
all this spider webbing outwards. Like I don't the ripples that he's created. I don't even know if he realizes how far that stuff goes.
Sometimes. No, he doesn't. Exactly. But you can't know all of that stuff,
Yeah. So that is one of my resolutions and hopes is the continual growth of that and the expansion of that and the continuing to enjoy that community because
or maybe
people can talk shit. There's the one guy who decided he wanted to say something fucked up on his little video and all that shit. And I went ahead and threw a little bozo fucking thing on his comments. But people want to talk shit about that and all that. But I'll tell you what, I'll take that wall all day long because it keeps out the bozos.
That's right.
It keeps them out.
Yeah. I think people forget that. Like, that man has 3 kids.
Yeah. 3 kids, a wife, a full-time serious fucking job. Like he's not flipping burgers at McDonald's. Like his job, he has a legit job and with a family and a wife, and he hangs out with his friends and his family that lives around him. And he still finds time to put hours worth of bullshit up for us to look at. And then you want to talk shit to him? Man, go fuck yourself. I'm a big time defender of Bobby. I will always defend her. Bobby knows I have love for him and his family, and I will defend him to the end on that one. And he's a good dude.
Speaking of connection through Bobby, we have Shaun who did actually put in his final thing here. So
okay.
Shaun did get back to me with his looking forward to's, and
that's the first time I ever heard of Shaun was through Bobby.
I only know Shaun because of Bobby.
Same here.
All right, so let me play this real quick and then we'll wrap up. I have no idea what it is. I just know he sent it. So
things I would be looking forward to would be like Fans Toys getting the aerial bots out and that last Stunticon out, so we could see what a Fans Toys combiner looks like.
Trash.
And I would really like my fucking shoulders to be resolved because they are getting bad. I don't have medical insurance, so I can't go to the doctor and get surgery. I just have to hope and pray I can do rehab exercises enough to where I can be functional.
Come up to Canada, dude, and
move to Canada. Rub some jalapeno jizz on it. That shit will loosen it up.
Just come to work for my company. Get all kinds of insurance.
That's right.
Either way,
come to Canada. They got free stuff.
So we didn't end on a good note with Shaun there. After all that nice good stuff, then Shaun's like, "Yeah, everything fucking sucks. I want it to be better."
Way to go,
another thing I look forward to is having Shaun more on here. Like I know it's hard for him, and that is one hard working dude. That dude, 7 days a fucking week. Sometimes it feels like
he does work 7 days a week.
And then
because it was me, Shoky, Shaun that started out.
And, and then his wife and his kids, like he's non-stop, dude. But I would love to just every once in a while have him on here because I really had a blast on here joking with him. But then afterwards, me and him got onto a messenger video chat and just talked for fucking hours.
Yep.
And it was really cool to do that. And I'd like to be able to do that some more. Like he's a cool guy.
Yeah. Hopefully actually this year I'll actually get to meet him.
So,
because he's here in Texas.
And y'all live in the same state, so no fucking excuse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Texas is big.
If I get out there and if I meet either one of you before you two meet each other, y'all are ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He's
I
meet you before you meet them. What happens?
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. No, seriously,
dude. That would be the way it works. That I meet somebody who came from another fucking country more than I meet someone who lives
another continent.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even live in another country, another continent.
Yeah.
Okay, and Alan, I know it's
another island.
We're done with the ending of that, but I just had a quick question. I know it when you're not there and you don't live there, other places almost become two-dimensional when you think about them. So I'm gonna ask a question. It seems really serious silly, but Ireland is obviously bigger than most people realize it is. But did you know Andy and Kieran, the guys that were at Bobby's? Like, I know they're from Ireland. They came over.
No idea.
No, he does not know the other Irish people.
Oh, okay.
We actually talked about that yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, in the after hours.
Okay.
I knew there was Irish guys over at the last school fest, but like I have no recollection of who they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Maybe you knew them.
No. I think they're a lot younger than me. I think they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in their 20s. Yeah, they're young.
I'm pushing 40 in February, so.
Yeah. Dude, you still look so young too, dude. That blows my mind that you're our age.
Our age. I'm not there yet.
I think I said it to you, Shoky, yesterday.
I have 9 days.
If meeting them, to me, it would be very different.
Yeah.
I'd be a lot more drink, fucking let's have fucking fun. While they'd be like, oh, let's just go to the gym. I like working out, but when I go on holidays, I fucking drink.
Yeah, see, I won't do that to you. I'll be like, yeah, we need to go get some beers.
No, we'll go get.
The only curling we're doing is shot glasses to my mouth. I'm not worried about any of that other shit.
The two things I do is train, which is jiu-jitsu, and I'll do it hungover.
Yeah.
It depends if I've had Guinness. No, I won't, because I'm not going to shit my pants. But it's drink and train.
Yeah.
And then when I was single, it was fornicate.
Yeah. Oh damn! All right, boys, it's time to end.
This has been an absolute blast, man. I like just mentioning to Shoky, let's try this out. I didn't think it was going to work out this way. I really thought it was just going to be me, him, and Rusty. I am glad that we got everybody kind of pop in here. I'm sorry that we missed Jerry. He didn't make it in.
Yeah, he was working, and he apparently had physical therapy and was on his way to work.
Yeah, Jerry and Shaun, we did miss having you guys here. Thank you to everybody that listens to us.
And Joe, unfortunately, we couldn't get Joe.
Joe, my dude, man, I love.
We got to get more Joe, more Uncle Dolphin.
Yeah. I'll always need more Dolphin in my life.
Yes.
So I do appreciate all y'all being here, all the camaraderie and the joking and the ball busting. I do appreciate it. This is a very good way. I've laughed really hard today and smiled a lot. This is a good way to start out the year.
Yes.
Agreed.
So,
this is way better than how I ended last year.
Yeah.
Guys, this is kind of what it is. Like, if you ever want to have a chat, I'm here because I don't get out much. The only thing I do is work and fucking train. I watch fucking YouTube. Like as Rikki said, my family is first. My family are at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at home, so I'm always, especially after 9 o'clock, which is my time. Which is, I don't know,
4 o'clock my time. Like 4 o'clock my time.
Give or take, yeah.
4 o'clock your time. I'm free, so if you ever want to chat, shoot shit, I'm game ball for it, because I say.
Yep. I think today just kind of worked out for virtually all of us. So
yeah, that was great. It was great.
Yes, this is considering we haven't actually been together in 3 weeks. Like this was a good comeback finally. So
yeah,
I also canceled training. I didn't open the gym tonight because I said, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
All right.
Good way to start out the year. But yeah, all right, guys. So for everyone out there, we are thankful for their listeners as well. And if you do have any resolutions or everything, if you wanted to play along with everything we did here today, by all means, in the comments or at the email. Of course, if you need that, it is in the description down below, along with all of the links to my channels, Mike's channels, all the things Rikki does, and of course, Rusty.
Which his shit won't be down there. So fuck that. We're not starting that off.
His is going to be first. There's not even going to be a description. It's just going to be Rusty's links. And I'm
you
like,
you should literally not do it until the last day of this year. Fuck that resolution.
I'm gonna include his links, but it's gonna be under "This guy won't stop talking about his links." And then
it's gonna say Rusty Trombone. Google it, and then have all these links.
To subscribe to the Rusty Trombone channel.
Don't want to be associated with this.
It's not our fault.
You'll probably get a completely different clientele.
Seriously.
I think like
you get lots
the
of
whole
subscribers.
time. The whole time after I told you to Google it and you got quiet and I knew you were Googling it while Mike was talking, I was snickering with my hand over my mouth, trying not to laugh because Mike was being serious.
I could picture it.
And then as soon as you hit it, like I was like, God, I lost my shit, dude.
This is why it sucks that this is not a video podcast, because it would have been a great reaction to actually see.
It would have been. It was a good reaction happening for sure. Yeah,
but it was perfect timing too. So guys, of course,
nothing but love.
Of course, like and subscribe to all of our shit, especially here. Of course, you want to support the channel, go buy some merch if you want. If not, cool. We appreciate you listening anyways. And we will see you later, of course, in 2023. Hopefully next week, if we get back to an actual recording schedule.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. And with everybody here. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, guys, he's actually going up.
Okay, bye.
Fine,
fucking
bye.
Canadians.
These are all going. Oh.
I did it right.
Not
Made
you,
it
the other
awkward.
one. The bad
Made
Canadian.
it awkward.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats.